Stop it.
Hi.
Oh, why, hello.
Welcome to Above Table, the internet D&D stream that metagames like we have a metagaming pigeon in a roost in the table.
There's a lot of metagaming.
Yes.
It's fine.
I like how that's our signature call now. Right, I feel like that is officially get. Or you could like do this thing over here.
Yeah. If you joined us yesterday, please sound off in the chat because we had a very long, amazing 7-hour one-shot session involving one of our characters' backstories, and I won't tell which, so that you can go watch and find out for yourself. But it happened 1,100 years prior to where we are right now, so we're gonna go back into the future.
Thank you, those of you that stuck with us, by the way.
Yeah, that
was a long haul. You guys are troopers.
We went till 2 a.m, and we had an epic adventure of one-shots with interesting characters, Bumpy being one of the stars.
Bumpy was so good. Bumpy.
It's worth watching for Bumpy.
It is worth watching.
It is worth watching for Bumpy.
I
Bumpy was so good.
For those nerds out there that love statistics, Bumpy was a bard and came in with bardic inspiration that changed the outcome 4 times by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By 1.
By 1.
Game-changing,
Yeah.
big stuff.
Yeah.
So 1
Big
off,
stuff.
bardic inspiration, 1 plus.
Yeah. It had not had that bardic inspiration, would not have succeeded.
Yeah.
Period.
But only did it by 1.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It's like every time it was like, that's the thing you needed. That's
That
the
was
DC.
Yeah.
That's the AC.
Exactly.
It's like,
Needed it.
It was crazy. Bards. Play a bard. If you haven't played a bard, do it. It's amazing.
Do it.
So we're back to our regular Windfall camp, or our more normal Windfall campaign, which we are on session 15.
Already?
I know.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I know.
Just a minute.
I am your DM for the evening, Sky. But we have some players. Introduce yourselves, starting over here.
I'm John. As usual, I'm playing Valgan, Paladin seeking justice.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm playing Ro. She is a Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger.
Hi, I'm Dexter. I'm playing Duke. He's a Shadarkai Echo Knight fighter, and my brain doesn't work. And
First of his name.
Warlock.
First of his name.
Right, but I was trying to remember the sub. Like,
You a
what's his
Hexblade?
Hexblade? Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you. That's
fucking
it's
teamwork.
teamwork. Sometimes you have to have like you store part of your brain.
It's not like you
in somebody
ran a
else's brain.
7-hour session last night.
Yeah.
Until 2 in the morning, and then worked.
Yeah,
and then worked
went
today?
and then went to work. So.
Yep.
Oh man.
Excuse me, sorry.
We've got
Yeah.
this.
You're dead, or you're still bumpy.
Oh, hi guys, no. I'm Kaylee, and my player is a tiefling sorcerer, and her name is Katinka Ingeborga Bornarana.
No.
Yeah.
Literally not be great.
Perfection. Alright, hello everybody. My name is Corinne and I play the Warforged Monk Lena.
All right. You will see their stats flapping on the screen because I actually went through and put them up.
Thank you. It's very cool.
It's very handy for
It's
people
so
like,
much fun.
It's very
for people to know what's going on.
You'll see on there's an Armand
Right.
that is up there. Anybody that checks out the stream, the shirt that I was wearing last night was given to me by the player of Armand, Eric, who isn't joining us because he is off being a new dad.
Less than a week, new dad.
Yeah.
brand new baby.
Yeah, brand new baby.
Yeah.
So, so he's off having a real life adventure.
With the baby smasher.
Yeah, with a baby smasher.
Baby smasher.
So last time we played this campaign, you guys did some shit.
It's true.
You are trying the Sunless Sky overall has tasked themselves with trying to bring Windfall together at the behest of Days, who has told you that without the support of the various factions and facets of Windfall coming together in some kind of organized fashion, if the city was to be directly attacked by Melithor's forces, it would be pretty disastrous. Especially having personally seen the army of gnolls that Melithor is currently amassing. He had at least currently amassed, because he can't amass anymore.
Which, for those that may have missed that episode, it was a lot, and it was very scary.
Yes. So there's thousands of gnolls mutated into elemental forms of themselves at Melithor's command in a place called the Depths, which you guys had seen. So to combat that, you are trying to unify the different factions of Windfall in ways that can maybe leverage the different resources that each faction has and the different things that each faction could maybe bring to the table for some kind of resistance to Melithor should that moment come. In that endeavor, you have met with some of the leaders of the Pinnacle District. You've met with the Jupiter Elite and representatives of Felwind as a whole, namely Venwick and Frederick. Frederick. And you've recently tried to connect with Adrian, who is one of the main faction leaders within the gaming district. Someone that Katinka has some pretty extensive personal history with. Having him be at the table for this summit you're trying to form would be very invaluable, as it is representing one of the four main factions of Windfall as a whole. You approach Adrian with this concept, and he is distracted with some pretty significant internal struggles within his own organization known as the Copperblood. His former leader disappeared within the week, forcing him to have to take leadership and sort of bow down to board members' whims at the drop of a hat, which is not something he is fond of having to do, and keeping some very contentious people happy on various levels. Among them was an individual named Grok, who you discovered to be a traitor that was shuffling off allies of Adrian to a rival faction known as the Rattlers.
Rude.
Upon finding this out, you dispensed with Grok swiftly.
Sure did.
And managed to prevent any of his associates or allies from getting word to the Rattlers that he had been taken care of. You then devised... actually, after that encounter, you... one of the things that happened was Katinka had evaporated two individuals within a room with an immense amount of power, the likes of which none of you have seen before.
So
a just blast of monumental primal energy that seemed sourceless, and even with your divine sensibilities about you, came from Katinka. And that kind of power innate in a person is extremely rare. And it drained her. She was unable to continue this endeavor that Adrian had you on, and had to take a Ingeborga Vina Nana nap. Yeah. Adrian...
Such power is very seductive, though.
It is. And Adrian
They call it on that.
had excused himself. Also Armand, your wizard compatriot, realized that it might be feeding time for his sister, and decided that it might be best that he goes make sure that she feeds ethically in some way, rather than just feeding on the people of Felwind. Whoever she manages to find. Felt it would be prudent for him, even under these extreme circumstances, to excuse himself for something that he knows is coming versus something that he does not know is coming.
Yeah, rogue vampire, bad idea.
Yes. Getting the taste of human blood, liking it too much. Yeah. He figures it's like, yeah, I cannot let that happen. Yeah, that'd be crazy. So he goes, meets with his sister. Adrian comes back and sees Katinka's state. Realizes that she can't go on to this next part of the journey. Offers her his private room. Says, "Please sleep. Don't push yourself too hard. You know what happened last time." And lets her kind of rests for a bit, and then comes to you all and offers his service to help because the board member of which he was trying to please at the time by preparing a particular birthday party, of which you have a present for, is the most recent abductee. And her disappearance would have drastic ramifications for the Copperblood. He offers his services to help, part from a standpoint of, I realize Katinka is an integral part of your team, and while she's out, you're going to need someone to help booster your abilities. But also, like, I need to make sure Toshka does not die. And so offers that you guys accept. Mm-hmm. You formulate a plan. You disguise Adrian as Grok and walk up to the front door. And Grok, the Grok,
Grok the Grok,
offers himself as the leadership of this party and does a pretty poor job of pretending to be Grok. Causes a little bit of suspicion among the guards, who then go get the leader of the guards, Belgrim Three Eyes, an individual that your Warforged companion has had some very extensive history with. Upon recognizing her,
I believe that guy got stabbed in the eyeball.
Let's bygones be bygones. Though Lena did challenge him to a fight outside, he declines and decides to just continue being in his new life since he has been outcast from his old life. He then leads you to meet with Savvy the Snake, the leader of the Rattlers. Initially in the meeting, things seem to be going okay, though Savvy's not really buying the story that you're selling, and is also being kind of dodgy with some of the questions you're having, and starts to get kind of suspicious about why you're there and why you're asking these particular questions. After a short amount of time, a halfling runs in and is like, "Grok's dead!" and then looks at the fake Grok in front of him, and battle ensues. There is an intense bout with a bunch of Duragar, Belgrim Three Eyes, and Savvy the Snake himself.
Rip Savvy.
The tide seems to be swinging your way. Then Savvy brings down his pet Rufus, a giant snake, who's, I don't think he's actually hit too much yet. He's tried to constrict you twice, but didn't actually succeed on it.
I beat him up pretty good, though. I think
He's not doing good.
Yeah, the snake, although big and imposing, hasn't been as effective as maybe Savvy hoped for. So Savvy fell in battle. Belgrim finally fell in battle at the hands of Lena.
Rip Belgrim. And ripped out his eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me it.
The one that had the skull in it.
Right.
Yeah. I took the skull out.
At some point, Savvy the Snake had mentioned Uzorok will not be happy. And Duke decided to call on Uzorok's name to try to sway the battlefield in another direction, even though he didn't fully understand what that meant. He was hoping for, what were you hoping for?
I said that Uzorok, that Savvy was trying to kill you.
That's right, because Savvy was like, I've got a problem, Uzorok is way too powerful now, I could actually use your help, and actually offered you money to take care of Uzorok. But then also when he found out that Grok was dead, was like, oh, you fucking traitors, and battle ensued. So there was two sides to the story. So Savvy was a little afraid at the time, but also trying to defend himself, and did not like being deceived. However, after a little while, a being from the ceiling, from a hole in the ceiling, descended down with two claws on his shoulders, flying down with a bat, and says to you all, I heard my name. Uzorok comes at the call of his name. Now, with all that said, Katinka, you're asleep.
That's right.
You see yourself and Adrian walking down a dark tunnel underneath Windfall. You are having a memory of a time where you had to go check on one of your co-workers at the time you were part of the Copper Blood. It's a couple of years before where you are now. You come to his door and you knock. There is no response. What do you do?
I knock again.
No response.
I try calling their name.
No response. Adrian, standing next to you, is like, should we just break in? Maybe he's, drunk or something.
Yeah. Just try to open the door. Is it locked?
It's locked. Adrian is like, don't worry. And he just kicks it in. Door swings open.
Okay.
You see before you a individual hunched over another individual in the middle of a dimly lit room. What do you do?
I have dark vision 60 feet.
So you see an individual hunched over another individual in a dimly lit room.
Okay. What sort of thing is hunched over it?
From the angle you're at, you're standing from behind him, so you don't get a good look at his face. You just see back, and you see kind of an arm with kind of spindly fingers.
Ew. I want to cast a firebolt at it.
Firebolt?
Yeah.
So you reach out and you cast Firebolt, and as it hits his back, he turns, and you see this grotesque tentacle-like face turn towards you. Adrian, and in his mouth is like a half of a brain, and you see your compatriot whose head is split open and his brain is mostly missing.
Oh my god.
And he slurps it in. He's like, he looks a little bit decrepit and desperate. And he kind of looks for exits, tries to cast something, but doesn't have the magical ability to do so. And so he starts to kind of lunge at Adrian. What do you do?
I cast a Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray. So you reach out, and this fire comes at this individual, and he gets hit, he takes it, and he grabs Adrian, and he starts to go in for his head, and Adrian turns towards you, and his eyes wide, and starts to twitch. What do you do?
Oh my, the Scorching, oh my god. I try to grab Adrian.
Adrian.
Oh, yeah.
How intense do you grab Adrian? How desperate are you in this moment?
Very.
Very.
I think he's gonna die.
Okay. In this moment, you grab Adrian, and instinctually you hug him, and you scream at the top of your lungs instinctually, and some elemental force that you did not know was within you apparates itself from in front of you. And this creature who was about to dig into Adrian's head gets blasted back 20 feet, and the entire cave-like place that you were in, this cave-like underground hovel, comes collapsing down on him, and you hold Adrian to you. And you wake up.
What the?
And you have an overwhelming sense that Adrian's in trouble.
Oh my gosh. So this was a dream or a vision?
You were asleep when this happened, but it is a memory.
Oh. Okay. Where's Adrian?
You assume at the Rattlers, where the party was probably heading.
Okay. How far away are they?
A couple blocks.
Okay. I go try to...
Okay, so you hoof it over there.
Sky,
Yeah.
remember? I sent my steed after her.
Oh, so you find a steed out front.
I didn't remember that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I gave him some
Instinctual thing.
instructions before we went in?
That's right. You told me about that.
Yeah, so you see the steed out front that's like,
Oh my god. I get on it.
and it's like, And it just bolts it to a entrance that looks like the entrance of a giant snake. There's a few guards out front. The steed plows through them and starts running through the whole entire complex. Naked dudes and girls are like jumping out of the way. You're just like holding on, like, what is happening? You're not in control of the steed. Responds to his orders, and
That's where I am.
yeah, and
That's cool.
we're gonna come back to
very
that.
cool.
Okay. Can I ready in action?
You're gonna come into roll your initiative, actually.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I love the scene of like just this horse
6.
like coming through this thing and like
Yeah, it's pretty
naked
awesome.
people just like jumping out of the way, a la like a.
So that's gonna put you back here. So you're gonna be a while before you get back in the fray.
Okay.
like a
But you are in there.
Okay.
Xena warrior princess scene where they're like. Like
I mean, technically your steed will be there too. I have this many. So if you want to put Katinka on this, and,
We still need to sit down and figure out what his stats are. I haven't found anything in any of them.
it's like I think it's just riding horse.
It's really hard to find.
Where's Katinka?
I made a paladin for another campaign that rides a steed,
where's Katinka's mini?
and I had a
Oh,
really
good
hard
question.
time finding it.
Yeah.
Fabulous question. Here it is.
I'm sure I didn't save it or do anything like that. That makes too much sense.
Katinka in your board.
Okay, this is great. Where's the?
You'll be up there at some point. There you go. Cool. All right, so it is now Uzorok's turn.
Hey, whoa! I distinctly remember like
Him floating down and
Uzorok
doing nothing yet.
having just gone.
He didn't do anything yet.
He just spoke. That takes a full round action, I believe, as a Mind Flayer.
Everyone else is gone.
I tried, guys. I tried.
Valiant. It's appreciated.
Absolutely. If you don't ask, the answer is always no.
It's just got boxy things.
Tell
I should have opened things a little sooner. Hold on.
Yeah, jeez.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, don't you know you should be prepared as a GMG? Says
What
the guy
staff
who
did I have?
Says the guy that took no notes and had nothing prepared yesterday.
Would
so.
Ro know
I have
anything?
very few notes today too.
Would Ro know anything about mind flayers?
Probably not. They're
Makes sense.
pretty rare, you know. And this one has been hiding out in the bellies of Windfall for a long time.
Would Duke?
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
Oh, what do I know about them?
You know that the encounters you have with them on the material plane, they're usually under the circumstances that you would know of their encounters be in somewhat desperate situations because they would be away from their homes. They don't typically leave their sort of hive places unless they need to hunt. Their hunting grounds can be difficult to identify because sometimes people don't remember that people are missing. Things like that. So yeah, they're out there. They're pretty rare in the material plane, and they're completely unknown in the Shadowfell directly. But because you've come to the material plane so often in other planes, like you would be aware
Gotcha.
of them.
So I have encountered these things. I kind of know what they do.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
All right.
As
Give me
Duke
like
does.
roll for knowing stuff about them.
Sure, if you want to. Do like a history check if you'd like.
Super good at those. Apparently, I really am. 18.
18. Yeah, you would remember that. Here's what happens. Shook pops over to you. It's like, hey,
Oh, nice.
don't let this one mess up your head. All right, it's pretty permanent.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. You fought one before, but you probably don't remember.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Kind of messed you up a bit.
It's like,
I mean, it's fine. Raven Queen got him back, but like,
is he the guy that like does the brain whammy stuff?
yeah.
So he'll, if you let me. Well, it's not my turn right now, so never mind.
Yeah. All right. So what's gonna happen is
We also still have the snake and the guards.
Which
Well, I
may be
think
a
we
good
can-
thing
Yeah.
because that means
Do we
he's got
still have
other
guards?
targets.
There's like
Yeah, they're under the snake. Oh, that's not great. Hey, he can't do that.
I get the feeling he can do whatever he wants.
So it's pretty much everyone but Ro and Lena. And Katinka. So Valgun, Duke. It's Valgun and Duke and Adrian.
Is it a spell that requires concentration?
No, it is a one and done.
Sorry, boys.
What's he hitting us with?
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Fucking
Oh man, I'm
throws.
super good with those.
Oh yeah, mine are.
Adrian makes it.
Am
good for
I being
Straight roll.
charmed?
No.
Not being charmed?
Nope.
What about sleep?
Nope.
I got 11.
Oh, not good.
I got a dirty 1.
Oh, damn.
Oh. It's real bad.
This is not good. Not good. This should be great. Oh.
Oh
A
man.
lot of dice.
So I gotta tell you, it's 48. I rolled 2 8s and 2 1s.
That's dead average.
all right.
Dead average.
Exact average, right?
Statistics.
Hey.
Statistics.
Falcon's down.
Jets balls.
I had 15 hit points.
Healer, no.
All right. You got 16, 18.
I had all these plans. They are now not
Where?
going to happen.
So you're 18. You would be stunned, but you're unconscious. So you're 18 hit points.
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, you're not helping you. Yeah, just you.
Okay. So I take
18.
Okay.
And you are stunned.
Oh, you are
What does
nice and
stun do?
invisible
You are stunned for 1 minute,
creature.
so you cannot
Yeah,
do
but-
anything other than try to save at the end of your next turn.
Stun for 1 minute. Mm-hmm. So I just.
Yep.
Well, that's dumb.
It is dumb. That is his turn. Everyone else has already had their turn, so it's now Lena.
Oh man, I'm super good at intelligence checks.
We're very smart. Where are you, Valgan?
Right here.
On the stairs over there, under the thing.
That's too high, maybe?
Put this on a Duke.
I'm gonna put it
Oh, actually, I got
for right now.
Adrian saved, but I got to roll for the Duergar also because
There's 1, 2, 3 of them in
there's
range.
3 of them there. One saved. The other one did not. The other one did not. So
I'm gonna move this
these,
for a moment.
yeah, these 2 on the side, they're also stunned, and one of them is dead. So take the one with Fairy Fire off the board. He is dead.
Got it. Toast. Here you go.
And the one that you didn't take off is stunned,
Got it.
and has also taken a big hit of psychic damage.
Well, so if you make the save, you don't take damage on that.
No.
That's cool.
Nope, does not have a half damage situation.
Put the save back.
Oh, sure would be nice if you can make
Yeah.
that. Was I blessed or anything?
No.
No, you were.
Yeah.
You were blessed.
Yeah.
You.
The only one who
Lena-
wasn't was Ro.
Yeah, the only person who wasn't blessed was
and
Ro.
Katinka.
I mean, I don't know what the
Okay.
DC was, but I'm pretty sure like a +4 wasn't gonna help
If
on
you were
a
at
dirty
no,
one.
'cause I
The
got
DC is
blessed.
15.
Yeah. So
Okay.
unless I had advantage for some silly reason,
Can't imagine why.
well, I'm pretty amazing, and you know.
So 18.
Pretty amazing.
Because it was a save that was not a hit. Oh boy.
I mean, I had inspiration. I think.
Question for the table. Does anyone know how high you can get with your character when you step in the wind?
Oh,
Like,
jump.
yeah, like how
Oh, you could do some
many
monk shit like
vertical.
off of.
Yeah, that's
things.
what I'm
Yeah.
asking.
He's-
How high can I get?
This is 10 feet right here. He's only 20 feet up total right now.
So
I would say like you'd have to. Well,
How long's your stick?
But if you step of the wind, I would say like if you step of the
Yeah, I can
wind,
pull.
you could get
Just
to
like-
him with a jump with a little
With a
monkey
jump.
jump thing.
Okay.
It would be a low DC acrobatics because it's not that hard
Okay.
to come off of that.
And you have a
Good to know.
long quarterstaff,
Yes.
which would cover I don't know that it has reach, but
I mean,
within
First time
5
chat.
Oh, from a
Fairy Smasher. Armand gives Duke his inspiration.
Yeah. See?
Fairy Smasher.
Be inspired. Congratulations, Duke or dude. I was gonna say dude, but then I said Duke.
Yes.
Eric.
Yeah.
Smasher.
He's smashing fairy.
We have a Mind Flayer.
We have a Mind Flayer, bud.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not like he just stunned Duke for a minute.
Oh,
And
he
took me out.
He took the paladin out and stunned Duke for a minute. It's
As
fine.
his opening move.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Lord.
Get him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right, so I'm gonna summon up as much energy as I can, and I'm gonna just absolutely vault up to where the pillar is, and then kind of like reposition myself really quickly to bounce off of that and get up just high enough to meet the mine.
Do it.
He's being
So
carried
cool.
by the bat right now.
Yeah,
right?
so he can't.
Anyone that wants to make a perception check on that, if you want to.
Can I?
Yeah, if you want to.
You're stunned.
Can I make one for when you showed up?
Yeah.
Because I'm toast right now.
Just for funsies.
18.
18.
17.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
17.
15.
Can I do that? Yes, I can. Alright, awesome. So. Okay, yes. I meet the requirements for that.
Kick him in the dick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just slap him up
Well,
with
hold on
my
a
quarter
second.
staff.
Real quick. Go ahead and roll for those, but I want to answer this perception question real quick. So, with the question with the bat, the bat does not seem to be holding him up. It's more like he weighs nothing, and the bat is moving him around.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. As if he is levitating, but he can't move this way, and so the bat is helping him out.
Oh.
All right.
He's,
So go ahead.
he's the rudder, not the propeller.
Right.
Got it.
So go ahead and roll your attacks for
pretty
your
cool.
dope monk shit. Real quick, actually, just for fun, roll an acrobatics check as you launch
right.
off of that.
Acrobatics is. With or no advantage?
No advantage.
No. Okay, that's 16.
16. Yeah, so you run up the column, do a backflip, and then get right into his face. Roll your attacks.
Oh, wait. If I had done like a flip, can I be upside down mid-air?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, you can.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Slow motion, just.
Okay. So here's the 3 attacks because I
The
can't.
one monster that attacks with a saving throw versus intelligence, and the wizard isn't at the game. Sad face.
Sorry, buddy. Do I hit them with a 17?
Let me double check because I was not paying attention. Yes, you do.
Cool. One of the 3 hits him.
All right,
But
keep
that's
going.
okay. So for damage,
Oh yeah, so he's an enemy now.
that's
I guess he fucked you guys
he's
up
gonna
right
be.
away.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he just came in and was like, he was indiscriminate. He went to the Durgar. If Savvy was there, he would have killed Savvy. Like, he does not care.
Oh, did the snake make a roll?
Yeah.
Ooh, good call.
Snake failed. How did the snake? He's dead.
Awesome.
So the snake just like.
He just kills
The snake's just like his eyes roll back into his head, and he's like, and just like this giant anaconda body just like slithers down around all the pillars and falls to the bottom of the staircase, dead. He only had 5 hit points left.
Boy.
okay. And then my other question is, do 12s also hit?
They do not.
Okay. So one of my attacks hit him. So that's a D8 because he's two-handing it. Cool. 8 damage.
8. Okay, cool.
Eight's not
But you
bad.
looked really cool doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you guys watch as Lena just like. Was your hood up at the time when this battle started?
It probably came off at this point.
That's what I was gonna say.
Downed and everything.
All right, so yeah, so the
putting it back up.
hood back, right? This normally like disguised figure that you've been knowing as Lena. The mask has been gone from using the breath weapon. The hood down just from interacting with various villains. This robotic foreign form, mechanical hands, just like runs up, like digs her feet into the pillar, like leaving little dents as it goes, flips upside down and like looks Uzorok directly in the eyes, and her foot comes down right on his head and lands back down on the ground.
Question.
Yes.
Is levitation concentration?
That's a good question. Yes.
We're making this happen while unconscious.
Yes, it is. So he has to make a DC 10 because
It's not a lot, but it's
he saves. Still levitating.
it's I just about
Love it. Love it. Awesome. All right, so that's your turn. Duke, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. 15.
What was it?
15.
That is a 16.
So you are no longer stunned.
Yeah. Sorry, my turn.
Yeah. So as you're standing there, like eyes closed, sort of convulsing, you hear Alondra's voice. Lean into the memories. Let them be part of you again. Sometimes it's necessary. And then you see Shuk in front of you. Hey. Wake up.
All right.
Yeah. That thing over there, it's gotta die.
All right, so don't get close to it.
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, don't get close to it. That's bad. It's bad. Yeah, but
What if I,
you
like-
still gotta stab it. I mean, if you gotta get close to it, just stab the fuck out of it.
What if I grab it?
Can you? I don't know the name of your fucking. Can you text that to me?
The
Name of your.
You're trying.
oh yeah.
Your what was that?
Can you name
Do you remember the text me the name of your own?
Can you text me the name of your
You guys.
Yeah. So you're no longer stunned, but that was at the end of your turn. So that is your turn, unfortunately. But
I'm like behind it. So
that?
that's the end of my turn?
Yeah.
Not the beginning?
No.
You just said the beginning.
No, at the end of your turn.
Nice try.
Creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effect on a success. So you do end the effect, which is great, because then you won't have to do that again.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Just like poor Bumpy had to do last time.
That's fair. All right.
Ro.
She is going to attack it because she's doesn't like this. That was uncomfortable.
Yes.
I'm assuming someone's gonna help you. And so she'll wait.
Keep going.
I feel like he's gonna help you. Our friend's gonna help you. If not, I'll help you next turn.
Yeah, we're good.
She's gonna drop to a knee and use her bonus action to move her hunter's mark over to the big bad. She's gonna shoot her arrows. 2 of them.
Do it.
First one is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Great. All right. Balls. That's a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Oh.
Oh.
We're continuing.
10
Continuing
points
the
of
luck.
damage on the first one. And then 16 points of damage on the second one.
So 26 total. Dang.
And then she's going to shift over about 5 feet to hope that thing
We don't
can't
have
tell
webcam, though.
where she is.
Oh yeah, good call.
Because she wants to
no.
stay in dark, but she doesn't
That
want to
would
stay in the
help.
same.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Sorry, everybody.
battle
Guys,
cam.
apologies, guys. We need
Sorry.
battle cam. Yeah.
And also,
We have like this cool like setup and no battle cam.
There was a giant snake.
Oh man.
yeah.
We
can
did
put it
have a
back.
giant snake. We promise. There it is.
Also, thank you, Shoeless Joe 17, for following.
Hey, we got
Appreciate it.
203.
Thanks,
Welcome to the party.
Joe.
Yay.
Welcome.
Hey, it's Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's her turn.
All right. It is now Adrian's turn. And I reset my computer, so I don't have Adrian's stats up on me. So I'm going to have Adrian do a Cure Wounds. Where is
Wait,
he? Oh, he's
isn't
like right
he-
next to you, huh?
No,
He's
he's
stunned.
got a
Oh, he's got a
Durgar
Durgar.
between him and I.
All right, healing word.
Isn't he stunned though?
Adrian, he passed.
You're unconscious, so
Oh,
you can't be
okay.
stunned while
Yeah, and
unconscious.
Adrian passed.
That's fair.
I went beyond stunned.
Yeah. I think it's 1d4 plus something. Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So you take 6 points of healing, and you're no longer unconscious.
Yay!
That is Adrian's turn, which is probably pretty helpful in this particular moment because it's your turn.
Helpful.
Yes.
So I have a question.
I have an
I'm
answer.
dealing with my stuff. So I have Channel Divinity Nature's Wrath.
Okay.
As an action, I can cause spectral vines to spring forward, reach for a creature within 10 feet. But I'm assuming he's greater than 10 feet from me.
Could you have him spring off the side of a column?
If you could get on top of the column,
Yeah.
it would be 10 feet from you.
Okay.
Does the column continue going up?
No.
Is it from the ground?
No, it just says within 10 feet of me. So I think I think the vines.
You just
come from
manifest
me.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So if I can get on either of these columns.
Yeah. Can you climb 10 feet?
All right. Well, then I'm going to try and climb 10 feet
Oh, I
for my
bet you
movement.
can. If you.
Make a acrobatics check. It's going to be pretty low DC because the column's pretty easy.
I
Acrobatics
bet you
or
could reach
athletics?
up
Or
and like
athletics,
pull
yeah.
yourself up.
Or hear me out. Summon the vines to pull you up. And then.
Athletics is going to be a +2, so we'll do athletics. All right. That'll be 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, DC
cool.
was 10.
Oh, good.
All right.
It's not hard to climb a column.
Are you a Dex player? Are you a Dex character?
No.
Paladins
I'm massively
are
not a Dex character.
strong.
I'm just
all wisdom.
+2 to strength. So he has to beat a DC of 14 with either strength or Dex, his choice.
Natural 5, so he does not.
He is restrained.
Okay.
All right.
Restrained.
So I reach out and a bunch of spectral plant vines pop out of my arm and grab him and hold him in place.
We have another first-time chat. Shoeless Joe.
Behind the times.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Again, Joe.
Thank you for joining. You guys see Falcon fucking climb a column.
Awesome.
By the way, like the sort of the nature of down here, you're in a sewer, right? So like
That's right.
this whole setup in the middle looks like it's been there for 1,000 years and has some other kind of purpose. So the column you're standing on has like some jaggedness to it. You're still able to find like a perch where you can stand on it, but that's why it doesn't go all the way up, because like shit was built around it like forever ago, and so it is not completely disgusting in here. It's been sort of renovated into being kind of a space, but it definitely has this like repurposed vibe over and over and over again type of thing.
Makes me think of like the Grecian aqueducts.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Very similar.
underground.
So but you see Valgan like climb up on top of this old ancient pillar and then just reach out, and you see these, what color are they?
We'll call them silver.
Silver, okay. Silver with like little yellow threads woven into them. Vines grab
Such a good
Uzorok, and the bat is like trying to pull him out and isn't able to because he's not strong enough. And Uzorok is currently has to stay where he is.
So
And
he is restrained, and it's just like the stun.
And he is 10 feet. He's 10 feet away from you.
Correct.
Okay, good to know.
do people have advantage? What is this restrained?
Restrained means he can't move.
Okay.
He can still cast stuff, but he
Oh, and he gets disadvantage on.
yeah he gets
Anything that requires bodily movement, he can't
Yeah.
do.
yeah.
So like he can't get out of the way of
He
me
can't do
probably
somatic.
punching him in the face.
So he can do somatic
No,
spells.
he
I think you can use your
creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Note that.
And he makes
People
that
with
same save, that
saves.
same save
Yeah.
for 14
Dex
at the end of
saving
each
throws.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Fireball.
Spells that you have that do.
He is
dexterity
above us.
saving
Oh, so
throws.
if you do another one of those, you have it's
You know, like fireball?
You know, like.
Hey.
Like fireball?
It's
You know what?
disadvantage
You know
work if you
what?
have double disadvantage.
No, it's
It doesn't.
above.
Doesn't
You only
stack.
have disadvantage.
Auto fail.
Okay.
Just above
Doesn't stack. All right, so that's your turn, Valgan. Is there anything else
That's
you
all
would?
I got.
All right,
So cool.
Katinka,
Ingeborga.
Get him.
you.
Inganaga. No.
The steed brings you to, like, there's guards chasing you behind you, but the steed just blows past them all super fast. You don't have to convince anybody why you're why you are there. You have a singular mission: get to Adrian. At least from the dream you had and the memory of what had occurred before, you just have this overwhelming sense that Adrian needs you right now. I forgot to mention something on Adrian's turn. Adrian heals you and brings you back up and then looks up. He's like, no, you're dead.
Oh shit.
Katinka, what are you doing?
What the? Okay. Well, I want to go through the doors.
Yep.
So.
And then as you walk through the doors, you see hovering above this ancient temple. First, you see a cacophony of horrors. As the rest of your team is currently engaged with several Duergar, and you then look up and you see entangled in some vines a familiar face, a tentacled mouthed creature who you had once thought to be dead, who had nearly killed Adrian before.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yikes.
So, off of instinct. My turn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look pretty hurt right now?
He is restrained. You can't, from where you're at, you can't tell how hurt he is per se, but he does look like the rest of your team is trying to fuck him up pretty hard. Got
so
an couple arrows sticking out of him.
Okay. So with fireball, if I cast it up, does it stay up? Like it won't.
You can cast it. It goes around corners wherever you want to place it.
My point is, will it hit anyone below him?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast.
No,
It's planar?
Well, it's a sphere, but I mean, like, she can position it up here.
Right.
And
So
just catch
I don't want
just
to hit
him
everyone.
and the bat, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cast fireball.
Do it.
Disadvantage on dex saves.
I love that Katinka runs in and just immediately.
Fireball. Sees him.
16 dex.
The first one was con, which sucks because the first one was 19.
Oh,
You rolled 4 instead, so he fails.
Can I do that as twin?
You can, but I don't think you have enough sorcery points left.
Well, I was resting, right?
No, not a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just a short rest while you were in between, like, because they only took a few hours to go between this
Okay.
and there. So if you wanted a short rest, you can. If you get anything back on a short rest, you can do that.
I don't think I can.
Okay.
I know how that feels.
It's just spamming the dice, really.
Because I don't remember where it was at.
You had, I think, spent 4 sorcery points at least.
Okay, so I got one more.
Yeah. Because you used 3 for fireball, and then 1 more for
Yeah.
something else. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
It was lasers.
Oh yeah.
City lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do twin spell again because I do not want to chance it.
You don't have enough sorcery points to twin spell fireball.
Do you
it
have to
takes
do 2?
3.
Oh, it
Oh,
takes
do
3.
It's one per.
Spell.
It's one per
Also,
level.
everyone,
Yeah.
rewatch the episode where Katinka shoots fire magic.
They could.
Please.
Have I not forgotten to post that one?
Was that the one? Oh no!
Soon, you'll see it soon.
Fire tatas. No, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip episode.
It is gone to the
Rip
annals
sesh.
of history. It's gone to the annals of history.
Unfortunate.
Told in
You'll have to do
stories
it
among
again.
those.
Maybe future.
Told in stories among those that know.
Future Kaylee might appreciate that someday.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So I'll cast firebolt at.
See, we'll just have to keep telling
I mean,
the story
fireball.
because we won't be
Yeah.
able to go watch it.
Yes.
Fireball, 3rd level.
Fireball at their level.
Ooh.
So that's
Yes, some dice.
8d6.
Do you need to borrow some d6?
No,
You
I do not. I got my own dice. Sir.
Okay, I'm just.
Atta girl.
Yeah, jeez.
I would have to borrow some.
Don't be helpless.
I would have to borrow some.
I was short last night.
I would have to borrow a lot of your dice. I am over here with a measly 2d6.
What a rookie.
I know. Well, I've got a lot behind me, but I wouldn't want to open my tackle box. So, hence why I need something like this.
I like these.
While you're on the horse, you have a speed of 60 feet.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's
Should
cool.
do some show jumping. off the
Just
back
like
of that
running
horse.
around, hurling fireballs,
Oh, thanks.
like you're in an arena. This is a big room.
All right.
It is a big room. Yeah, speed is 60 feet.
Love it.
Isn't that
The sound
Do
I
it
want.
again.
Right.
So good.
Hello, sorcerer.
Someone clip that.
This is a well-rounded party, y'all. Just fucking up a Mind Flayer after a whole bunch of shit.
I mean, we'll
Yeah, my
see.
character's just
I mean,
like,
kind of clutched it out that he missed his save on that.
Yeah, honestly. Well, I mean, the thing the Duke did made it possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm gonna need to sleep for a week.
Oh, no, the thing that you did. Duke explained it. My bad. The
That's
thing that you
32
did.
points of damage on that one.
What's that?
32.
32.
Yeah.
So nice.
Wow.
To the bat, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bat's dead. It's, the bat's dead. The bat evaporates into a fireball, and the Mind Flayer's left there, like, floating still, but, like, can't go anywhere.
His rudder's gone.
For now 2 reasons. You said 34?
Sucker.
Yeah.
Dang.
Literally.
34 or 32.
Oh, yeah, 32. Okay. All right, I got it. So this Mind Flayer's clothes are singed now. It's looking at you all like... That's your turn?
Oh, sorry, guys.
She's a bit tight. Bonus action. Oh, that's 30 feet.
You got any,
Where's the bonus actions?
do you have any
I'm
oil
looking at
in
it.
your backpack? Like flasks of oil?
I think
Oh,
a throw action would be considered an
That's an action.
yeah, would have to wait.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty
part of-
good.
I wanted
that
to-
was pretty good for a turn if you don't have any other, like,
Yeah, 36
bonus.
is awesome.
Not a lot of...
It's a huge
That's it.
Yeah. All right. It is now...
potion over to you, but I didn't want to.
Oh,
They return.
so if I
Stuff.
am moving around the movement
Not
speed, I want to get closer to Adrian.
So,
Okay, Adrian's up on top.
So you'd have
Okay.
to come around here and go up. But
Okay. That I can
Do you
get,
wanna
yeah,
be
come
here?
around. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see him from there.
Yeah.
That's
You
thematically
come in-
amazing.
Adrian looks down like... How did he survive that?
Oh my god.
Adrian just looks terrified right now. What do you say to Adrian in this moment?
I say, keep holding on.
He's grabbing both columns like, I am. All right, so the 3 newer guy that are left. Oh, wait, there's 2 newer guys left. That's right, this guy.
And is one stunned?
The other one's dead. There's one stunned. There's one. Oh yeah, so there's only one that can attack because the other one's stunned. All right.
Everyone, please welcome back Fat and Calc and 420.
Captain, what's up?
welcome.
Welcome back.
Man. Having resisted what he's gonna throw a javelin at Uzorok.
Excellent.
Angry.
And he's gonna hit him.
We all have a bit. There's a bigger problem now.
There's a bigger
Yeah.
problem. He's just like, oh shit, oh fucking.
He's not just gonna turn invisible and leave.
He kind of panics. This is the thing. So he does.
I figured he'd just be like, well, this seems like your guys' problem.
He does 6 points of damage.
Don't give him ideas.
Supervisor's dead. My boss is dead.
It's now Uzorok's turn.
Player.
So with the vines, what's the? It's a.
Does he get a save DC on the
Hold on.
vines?
What he's gonna? What?
14 at the end of his turn.
Okay. But he can still do stuff.
think he can still cast spells, yes.
Okay, so he's innate, requiring no components. He's going to ask you to make a wisdom save of 15, which is probably the worst person I can pick for this, but that's what he would target.
I mean, yeah, I'm the one. 100% get it.
3-heart hero.
Well, first time chat, Sky's BBEG is actually Ono, who polymorphs into a T-Rex 5 times. You're not wrong. That could very well be what happens at the end of this campaign.
What's BBEG?
Big bad evil guy?
Oh, yeah.
the main-
So we
the
have
main
your
bad
boy
guy.
Skylar.
Oh, your boy Skylar! Everyone's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thus far, well, Valgan's back, which is
Yeah, he was down.
I was down,
Took a
now
moment.
back, which is pretty much how I've been living all these years. What's that? What?
gonna make you tougher.
What's your wisdom save?
That'd be a 21.
Yeah.
Nice.
You feel. Actually, you see Uzorok turn towards you, and his tentacles come out, and then, like, you see, no one else sees, gray spectral tentacles come out from his other tentacles and then go around your head. And you stand there steadfast, and nothing happens.
Whoa.
It's like. I don't have anything equipped for that right now.
That's his turn. That's what he's gonna try to do.
Just gonna start with like, yeah.
No bonus actions?
Just
No legendary actions or
dead
layer
in the
actions?
eyes, like, not.
This is your run-of-the-mill Mind Flayer.
His name is Jerry.
His name's Uzorok.
And he said
Jerry,
the
yeah.
fourth.
No, Uzorok
That would've changed some
is
shit.
just
Yeah.
Jerry to them.
That was dominate.
Really
Yeah.
fucking him up.
Huh?
That was dominate.
I mean,
Oh, was it?
Oh, that would be so bad.
What did you say?
It was dominate.
yeah, that would be tough.
Don't want.
I'm glad that didn't work.
Bahamut protects.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go for broke, honestly.
What does that mean?
This is my last key point, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with my stick again.
Yeah.
So,
So you're gonna run up and
Yes.
do the same kind of thing?
same
so we'll say you're
versus
kind
the
of-
first.
kind of up here now, like you
land your back
on the column
Get me
from
a
the
little
last one.
closer.
So one more acrobatics check to just jump up. Super low DC.
14.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah,
Killer.
you just like from a standing point, just like jump 10 feet into the air and
Yes.
go at it
Cool.
with advantage because he's restrained.
He's restrained. So,
Indeed.
just
Can I
roll
get-
and see if any of them miss, and then re-roll your misses.
Yeah.
Well, you
Unless you want to go for crits.
go for crits, yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Yeah, just roll 2 at a time.
Cool. Oh, and aren't they all still blessed? Or does that
Yes.
effect go away when you're unconscious?
Nope, lasts for a minute.
Oh, I
When you're
forgot
unconscious, it
about
goes away.
bless.
It does go away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's concentration.
Yeah.
Crap, okay.
Bless? Bless is
Bless is
concentration?
concentration.
For sure, bless is concentration.
I think
Okay,
so.
I
That
don't
makes
know, because
sense.
that
Yeah.
would make a difference to some of these rolls. Not all of them, but
Well, don't check it real fast, but
No, you're right. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
my bad. I figured
Yeah.
it was just happened.
yeah.
All right.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so
That one was a 13. You bumped it. I watched
Oh.
your
It was a
bump it.
13.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I watched your
so-
finger just like change it to
Yeah,
not
it
a
was
13.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so that would be a 20 on that one.
Okay, so there's one hit. So go ahead and roll your rest of them. See if you hit.
Let's see, that would be a 14 on that one.
Miss.
And that
roll that
one's
with
even
advantage,
lower.
right?
Yeah, all of those should be advantage.
All of them with
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh,
Because he's restrained,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
okay, so that one, like,
re-roll it again to see if you get a 20. So re-roll all 3 of them.
yeah. No 20s, guys. Sorry.
But you got one more extra hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
got
Twice.
another hit.
Sweet. So I hit 2 out of 3. Not bad. I'll take it. And that makes for 2d8s plus 8. Okay. Shoot. Okay. So 7,
hate seeing
9,
one.
10,
One always sucks
I
on
know.
damage.
Dude,
13.
yesterday's damage was so brutal.
out of 50, yeah.
Yeah, we're rolling low. He needs to throw those dice away. Just donate them to someone else.
14 total damage.
14
Smudge
total. So yeah, you jump up. How do you jump up and hit him this time? You did upside down last
I
time.
think this time, for like the flare, I'm gonna just spin and twirl my quarterstaff above me. So if I can get enough like of the angle correct, I'm just gonna spin it into his face.
All right. So you see like one tentacle like get just ripped off of his face as it like
Whoa.
just slaps him across the head with that.
Hell yeah!
And that's it. That's your turn, which is pretty epic. Not to say that that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Awesome.
epic.
Jump up and hit something 20 feet in the air.
Right?
Yeah, that's
All
it
right.
for
Damage
me.
is no joke.
Duke.
All right.
I am tired.
Yeah.
So, Duke is. All right. I'm gonna see if this works. Yeah. And Shook's gonna nod back.
Yep.
And then they're both gonna kind of start running in like the same sprint, right? Yeah. But they're gonna run in unison down towards the Mind Flayer, right? And they're gonna run and they're gonna jump over the dude guys at the end, the Draugr.
Okay. They're gonna.
So
Well, one guy's stunned, so one guy is gonna take his opportunity attack against you.
So we're gonna jump with athletics over them.
Okay.
Right.
I believe this misses.
I'm gonna enter, but I'm not gonna leave.
Oh, okay. So you're just.
You're just going right behind them.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
just gonna go right behind them.
All right.
Right.
You got
But the
the
idea
hops.
is I'm gonna jump over their head to get within 15 feet of the
That's
Mind
shoot.
Flayer.
Let's shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
To get within 15 feet of the Mind Flayer.
Yeah. So like while you're in the air,
Yeah.
15 feet, so you're gonna be over his head,
Yeah.
still engaged. A lot.
Right. So
It's loosey goosey, but it's fine.
Right.
Shadow throws him off.
It's checks out.
Right.
Checks out.
So we're both running, right? Shook and Duke are running, right?
Shook-
we jump
Shook
over these dudes. They're like,
What's this guy doing?
right? And while we're in the air, Shook disappears and reappears directly behind the Mind Flayer as Duke throws his trident up into the air, right? And Shook grabs it and then stabs the Mind Flayer in the back
With your trident.
with my trident.
Above table. Way to one up me, bro.
Wow, Duke.
It's thematically pretty cool, guys.
Very cool.
So yeah, as you throw it up and Shoot catches it, he's like, oh yeah, talons of thought. All right.
That's gonna be 60 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to
Yeah, do that.
unleash incarnation and attack him again.
Okay.
Right. With the
So it's 16 points for that first one.
16 to hit.
Oh yeah, sorry. With,
But I'm attacking
go
him
ahead.
again with the incarnation.
Yeah, yeah.
Both with advantage, right?
Yeah.
So
I like the
that's a
thematic.
nat 20.
Yeah.
So that's a total of 3d6. I believe, right? Because double the D, double d6. Could I borrow a d6, please?
Why would doubling it be
Pick one.
3? Why wouldn't it be 4?
Some people aren't above borrowing dice, Kaylee.
Because I do 1d6. Give me like the good one, the one that rolls the highest. Give me like the good high rolly one. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Because I double it for the one guy, and then this other guy.
Did you roll 2 at advantage?
Right? I did roll 2 of
Okay,
that,
nice.
Right? But I only double it for the one that did the critical.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Man, we are on a roll. Or not.
So I rolled 2 1s on my damage dice.
Like I said, get the bad rolls out now.
So
Now's the time, though.
6,
It's not the time.
12. So 18 points of damage.
With 2 1s?
Not shabby. Unfortunate though.
So
I
as
understand.
Shuk impacts him, your connection with Shuk, you can see he's looking fucked up.
Maybe would have gotten him or roll a little better. You can have that one back.
That's your turn?
Yeah, because bonus action to summon Shuk. So Shuk's hanging in midair. Does he fall?
It's a good question.
Could I reaction grab him?
Who's being held up by the?
That would be an action. That would be like a grapple action. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get away with it.
Hello, Nick.
Nick Moore.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Welcome.
Yeah, I will look up the specific rules on. I don't think they can. A Shadow Knight can just levitate. Echo Knight can just levitate.
No, I would assume not.
Yeah,
I would
so
assume
he'll
he falls.
fall back down. He won't take any damage or anything, but he'll just fall back down to terra firma.
Does he just float? Like he kind of floats down?
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he. I'm not gonna say he dies
All right.
from falling. He's a shadow.
Ethereal.
Shadow.
Yeah, he's a shadow.
Also,
You know, it doesn't make sense to
20
me.
feet. Even if you had slow fall, it's whatever.
Yeah. All right, so you and Shuk are back down. The Mind Flayer is grappled, is restrained by vines up there and just gets stabbed, and this black ooze is now leaking over the silvery, golden threaded vines that it's encased in. Ro, what are you doing?
All right, she's going to take advantage, hone in on that hunter's mark she has on him, and hit him with an arrow. 19.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to check a thing.
Much better. 18 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Is he down?
Not quite.
Not quite. She will do it again.
All right.
She will do it one more time.
Almost like I anticipate you guys putting out a fuck ton of damage.
All our ones.
I was about to say you
Roll
made
kinda like
the
ball.
Mind Flayer very thick with 3 C's.
All right.
Thick with 3 C's.
That's 2 natural 20s.
Double crits. Oh, take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
I like to think he's got 2 hit points left. It's just an overkill. Somebody
Did you roll
do
your
this.
sneak attack damage on the last one?
I'm not a rogue.
Oh, that's right.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do every single time, but it's just advantage to
That was very
help.
fair.
Different character.
Just for flavor, because this is so rare.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you roll one of your damage dice over again if you want.
Ooh, thank you. And I get
Because
to
it's
do my
fucking
hunter's
ridiculous.
mark and my favorite foe as well because it's the dice, right?
Yeah. So any of the dice that you are not happy with, just reroll it.
Oh, yeah.
Any one of them, not all of them.
All right. All right.
Flip any ones.
17. Oh, I can re-roll them?
You can
Reroll
reroll
one.
one dice.
I can re-roll one of them.
Yep.
I should do this one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the correct
That was the
roll.
right call. We're from a 2 to a 6.
Yeah, I have 2 1s on my d4s.
Oh shit.
And so I was like, do I roll a d4?
Oh, yeah,
and then I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, I do a 2 on a d6 in case I get a 6.
There you go. There you go.
Which I did. 14 and 7 is 21 plus 4 is 25.
How would you like to eliminate Uzorok from the mortal plane?
Yes. I would like to, if I can see his eyes, I imagine they're kind of, I would like to
Kind of sunken in,
go
very
through
small,
whatever
black pupils.
whatever I imagine his temple is, so right behind his eyes, and she's just gonna want to
Just
yeah, twist
scoop
it
out
in
whatever it
there.
is in there.
A nice little corkscrew action.
So Valgan, you're kind of closest to him. Lena, you as well. He's facing you as he tried to take over your mind to get you to release him so he could get the fuck out, do something else. As he's staring at you, these tentacles that he tried to hit you with pulling back, you just see, and he goes limp, still held up by the tentacles, still held up by the vines. So you're just holding
That's beautiful.
this limp creature from who knows where.
Somebody needs to paint that as a scene, like one of our characters.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great
You have a great view.
idea.
You could
Send us fan art.
Send us fan
We
art.
would love it.
sent
Or
me
we could
Vesh,
pay
my
for
character
it.
The
from
other
last night. Yeah.
the other Duergar becomes unstunned at that moment.
Anybody knows any good character artists?
The two Duergar that are left are like, oh.
All right, I mean, we were just following orders, so, just, bygones be bygones, right?
So I've got the vines on this thing. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna pull them back and let it drop. Look down at them. Seek new employment.
Right, we're gonna do that.
And they fuck off.
I will attack of opportunity.
We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna take the shortest of breaks because I really got to use the restroom. But that was awesome. So hang
Yeah.
out. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Go get yourself a beverage, another food item, whatever you like.
See you in a few.
See you in a bit.
We know.
And we're back. Welcome back to Above Table. Hello. We are finishing up. Well, we just finished up a fight with a Mind Flayer named Uzorok, who has been dropped upon the ground. There are 2 Duragars that are attempting to escape.
One of them's still stunned, I think.
No, he's not because Uzorok's dead.
Okay.
So he's no longer stunned.
All right, so you say to these Duragar, find better work, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You all right over there?
You okay?
Just squirting out chocolate.
Just squirting out chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. There was like, not that you said that, Pervy, but there was like a little bit of sexiness in there.
You're just squirting out chocolate.
There was a little bit of like kinkiness in there. There was a little kink on it. Let's be for real about
Just
it.
over here in the corner, squirting out chocolate.
Yeah, I'm just getting a little squirty over here, guys.
Hi guys. Hey guys, my name's Bumpy. I'm just over here squirting out chocolate.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. So you tell these guys find better work, right? And Duke like raises his trident as they like go to run by him and looks at you. Roll persuasion.
All right. This is based purely on a
Right.
just a shake of the head.
The judgment. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I am a paladin, so hold on. Total persuasion is
Should do your iPad sideways. You can see better.
true.
It is better sideways.
That's what she said.
Duke looks at you and begrudgingly looks at the like fallen form of the Mind Flayer, grudgingly lowers his like trident that you all just heard the name of. I don't know if you actually heard that.
No, we didn't because we can't hear your echo.
Oh, that is true.
Fair.
Fair.
So you, the players, heard, but your characters didn't.
Yeah. That.
Above table.
Above table.
We know that.
And then Duke grimacingly like nods at you, but like the barest of nods. Right? Like it's a very begrudging.
Yeah, just like Balin just goes like, I appreciate it.
Shut up.
Make sure you get close.
And then he walks over to the Mind Flayer.
I'm into the microphone. You're good. Your face.
When you were like, I was like, I got something.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
And then he walks over to the Mind Flayer with Shook, and he's like, and there's. I don't have the proper equipment to get the memories back in a conceivable fashion.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to do. So, I mean, I'll just leave it.
Very well. And he takes his trident and he like stabs it into like the body of the Mind Flayer, right?
Shook is like looking in its eyes, like, yeah, I think it's good.
Right. And then he pulls out like a knife.
Double tap.
And starts to attempt taxidermy to remove its brain.
Oh,
Taxidermy.
Right? Like, or not like taxidermy, but like starts to try to like remove its brain intact and like
Ro will come over, seeing him
Preserve
start
it.
to do surgery, and will help him
Okay.
with that.
Do a medicine check for me with advantage.
Oh, medicine.
All right.
I popped my head,
From my time like skinning animals and things, I'm a hunter. I have handled a lot of animal
Do you have
corpses.
medicine? No, you're better than me.
Oh, okay.
You want to roll it for me?
You want me to
No, I said I'm rolling it.
It's your action. Just do it.
Just
16.
16.
Fab.
Yeah, you managed to like. I mean, you've cut people open for all kinds of reasons. So the mechanics of opening a thing, not difficult. The precision of trying to extract a brain without completely demolishing it, a lot more difficult. However, in this moment, Ro comes up to you, and what do you say to Duke to prevent him from ruining the brain that he's trying to extract?
You're doing it wrong.
That is so on brand for Ro. Like that's if you had said anything other than that, that's so you're doing it wrong, Duke. So good,
Duke. What are you doing, Duke?
All right, no. You've got to come at it like bend your wrists like that, and you come at it that way, so you don't cut like all the way off right there. It is rounded. It is not like a square.
Duke like looks at her, looks over at Shook.
Duke's like, yeah, she's probably right.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Shook's like, yeah, she's got a
You're
point.
welcome.
Right, looks back, does what she says.
And then,
right,
you have a Mind Flayer brain.
It seems valuable. That's what she thinks. She
doesn't think it out.
valuable.
It's got like a. It's got like
That
a
is extremely Ro-like.
very thick, bright blue blood, almost purplish, as the head cavity opens up and the brain plops out, and Duke unceremoniously severs the spinal cord from the brain and holds it up with blue, greasy kind of ichor flowing down his hands.
I'm going to preserve it.
I will say with that medicine check, you can find some, cloth from either the Mind Flayer itself or from around that you can wrap it up in and keep it.
I figured I was gonna like get like a jar and like suspend it in
You might
liquid
need like an alchemist.
or something.
Nothing presently. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just gonna casually point to the fact that I both have a healer's kit and an herbalism kit on my belt.
Oh, I figured what I would do is I would get like a jar. Do you have like a jar?
Like some formaldehyde.
Lena, do you have like a jar
How big of a jar?
that fit this brain?
That would be a large jar.
Be a pretty big jar.
Oh my god.
I would ask where you've been keeping it.
We should.
Why?
Also, Valgan's gonna hop down and untie the prisoner.
Let's.
Yeah, Toshka's like,
Oh,
that's
also,
right.
At the same time, as soon as she's untied, I'm just gonna, check, make sure she's okay, and then pull out the bottle and be like, "Happy birthday."
I'm gonna check the boxes for like a jar. That seems like it would
make an investigation check. So while you're doing that, as you present this very deep red liquid to Toshka, she's like, "Thanks. It is my birthday. I'm assuming that's from Adrian. He always gets me the same thing.
Yeah, I'm back.
How about you take it? I have plenty.
Adrian's like,
Happy birthday to you. You can breathe fire with it. Anyway,
Cool.
it's a potion of dragon breath.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got 12
12.
Advantage?
with advantage. It's 13 -1.
You don't find anything quite big enough for the jar, but like I said, you do find enough pieces of cloth and other kinds of things where you can at least preserve the brain well enough to take it to somewhere where you can get a jar, and nothing untoward will happen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we find a way to be able to?
Yeah, like I said, with that medicine check, you can find a way to preserve the brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
No problem at all.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, in the cloth, it definitely like drips a little bit more than it would in a jar. But I mean,
Sure. Right.
it's just grosser. It's not going to hurt the brain at all.
Right. Well.
Ro probably has some like oiled like leather bits because she heals things all the time that she will give and like use like a diaper.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
Less gross.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think
no, it's a good call.
did you write down the healing potions you found last time?
Yeah, I've got 2 of them.
That's right,
But I
okay.
don't know if
I've got, like,
if those
3
are what I
of them.
purchased.
Yeah. So far as what you investigate here, there isn't a lot to find, but those healing potions were there.
Was there more than one?
Yeah, there was 2.
There was
Okay.
2. Yeah, there was 2.
I only have 2, but I thought I had some from before.
You had, I think.
I think I had because I bought some.
Yeah,
I
I think
spent
you
all my
had
money.
2 from before because I had
Okay.
3, and then I think you had 2,
Okay, and then I found 2.
and then you found 2.
Thank you. All right.
Turns you into a dragon.
Oh no, it's potion of dragon's breath.
Yeah, it's,
Oh really?
yeah.
Okay. It might not be shared with you for some reason. I'll send it to you. You might be able to Google it. It might not be on Google.
Yeah.
D&D
Oh, you
Beyond. but-
Googleized.
Yeah, Google potion of dragon.
I kind of like
Happy birthday.
Illithid's robes, I like wipe my hands off and like clean myself off on the rest of his robes, and then I guess I kind of like check the rest of him to see if he's got any stuff, any loots on him.
Investigation or perception, your choice.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get somebody to help me because I know that I'm not very good at that, and I'm not the most arcane fellow in this party. So,
Who do you have help?
right, I'm gonna get.
Don't you have a way to see like magic things or something?
Oh, I do. I have this wand of detect magic.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay.
See, look, you're self-sufficient.
Yeah.
You see two. Well, other than what your party has on them, which I don't think is much at the moment.
I don't know that I have anything.
You see two blips. You see one blip from this room over here,
Okay.
and you see another blip in a case over here that hasn't been fully inspected yet.
All right. So, well, all right. Well, I see. That was real weird. Okay. I see like a blue glowy dot over here, and I see a blue glowy dot coming from over there.
So all
So,
he sees that the party is going to go start touching things and uses his last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
All right.
I can respect that. I can respect that. That's a thing I can respect. So, all right. Well, okay. So,
Katinka, will you help us look for the magic items?
Was there anything special? Nothing pinged off of that head Duragar's armor?
No, it's just normal plate mail. Yeah.
oh, but it's plate mail.
Yeah.
Dibs.
Full of arrow holes.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up.
I can help look.
I mean, do you have an ending?
No.
Nothing. I should say it seems cleaner than it should be.
Okay.
Does it look like it could be functional?
For the right shaped person, sure.
Am I right shaped for it?
You are both elven. He is a dwarven shape.
So,
You could put.
no.
You can.
You hunch
you can
over
pull
a
an
lot.
Armand and just take them all to sell them.
All right. Well,
But it does seem cleaner than it should be.
No.
we're taking it.
Meaning it was recently.
Meaning that it should be dirtier under the circumstances that just occurred. Meaning that he just got fucked up, bled all over it.
I'm sorry. I
and it
believe you
doesn't-
mean fucked up.
fucked up.
My investigation is plus
One.
0, but I think yours is not bad.
That's why that perception's
Oddly
better than
clean.
investigation.
Plate mail.
But pens.
Do any of us have a good investigation? Do any of us
I
have a good
decent
investigation?
Let me see.
Was that Armand too?
Mine. Yes.
Armand, I miss you.
I know. Armand would be like, hey, let me see about that plate mail. I'll see if it's really cool or not, you know?
I'm pretty sure this plate mail's, while not magical, is very likely made of some sort of special material.
But it smells like Duragar.
It definitely smells funny
Then I'll
though.
throw my investigation into the next thing.
Now that we know where it is.
Can I help them?
Do you get it back investigation or
Let's do the one.
Because she's like, it's right there.
15.
15? I mean, yeah, same thing. It's.
Okay.
Are you. Wait, where are you
You get
investigating?
advantage.
You're just investigating the plate
I'm
mail?
just investigating the area, yeah.
Like
Okay.
where he said.
Right.
Where
I
he
tell them
said
go
to look.
for
Okay, all right. So,
investigation.
the first place you go in this corner over here.
Also, like I help guy, I point at it.
Yeah. So you go over to a specific. There's lots of boxes and stuff in here. There's a specific one that Duke points out. Like there's a blip in there. You open it up. There's a cylindrical object. It looks like it's got a carved horse head on one side, and it's silver, like in a rod shape.
Okay.
One silver.
Can any of you identify anything?
Yeah, like,
Above
We're
table?
missing out our identify person.
I don't think we do. I don't think we can. Do we have magic items? Anyone have something that can identify? Armand, we miss you.
I thought we had a wand of identify.
I have a wand of detect magic.
Yeah, that's the
Just
one.
let me.
I think there's a
spell.
scroll of identify. Maybe.
I wonder if he had that.
I think Amon might have had that too.
Might have
Thanks,
that, yeah.
Nick.
Bummer.
You captured the double crit.
Double crit. Yeah, dope.
All right.
Fun.
And then the other thing is inside this other room. So
Go look at that.
let's go check inside.
Do you guys
that
want
room
to
over there.
assemble? Oh, go ahead and hand me Uzorok now that he dead.
So that's where you took the brain from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took the brain.
Are all gone.
And I
The
checked,
Duragar
I checked
gone.
the Mind Flayer for loots too.
He doesn't have anything on him particularly interesting.
He didn't have a cool staff.
He does have a cool staff. It just looks like a piece of wood.
Not magical.
And
It's
next
his
to
other
Adrian.
rudder, so he can gauntlet
yeah.
himself.
So at the end of the battle, you run up to Adrian, and Adrian's like gives you a big hug, and he's like, "Did you see that? How did it survive? You were unbelievably powerful just now. I have never been so scared, and you came to my rescue at the exact moment again."
No.
Wait, so you guys saw this thing before? Right, so what were you going to say?
I don't remember what
Say whatever you want to say.
No, I couldn't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh.
I see. I just woke up just having the feeling that you needed help, and had the flashback of what happened before.
When I saw it, I felt so alone.
It's like you're connected to it, or we're connected together.
must be us that are connected. And could be a number of reasons why. I lost my accent and don't know why, but this is the one. I was so
Scared
excited.
out of you.
It got sucked out of your soul.
We're
Don't worry, it happens to everybody.
we're speaking in Infernal. That's why.
Nice.
Very good.
So, continuing in Infernal, Adrian says to you, do you understand yet what is happening to you? My magic comes from my study with nature and my communion with the forests and the seas. Yours just comes from you, and it's a little scary, don't you think?
It's shocking, but it's kind of feeling more and more comfortable, like it's truly me.
I see.
But I don't know where it's coming from.
How powerful do you think you'll get? You just did things I've never seen you do before. It's like every time something happens, you get more powerful.
I know, I shot fireballs out of my boobs.
I mean, that's a choice. Is that why your shirt's all, the way it is?
Oh. Sorry.
It's all right.
You weren't going to say anything.
Bodies are bodies.
All I know is that we should probably, I feel like I should help you find out more about this before it gets out of hand, because
Impressive orbs.
impressive orbs.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It could be getting to a point where you're going to lose control of this. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever asked those questions of yourself? That this power just comes from nowhere and you don't understand it?
Sometimes I feel like they've only come out when people around me needed help.
Yeah, me twice. More than twice. Many times. Well, as long as that keeps happening, maybe it's fine, but what if it comes out when you don't want it to? What if you do something you regret because you don't understand your power? What if you hurt someone? And you don't mean to?
I don't know who to talk to about this.
I don't either, but these are questions we should ask, right?
Yeah. But I think it'll be okay for now.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I mean, I'm freaked out. I can't believe that thing was still alive. Like, I saw it get crushed under piles of rock in a cave, and it came back. I mean, its brain is gone, so I imagine it's not coming back again. I just watched that friend of yours, like, do some pretty gross shit. Not gonna lie. And all you guys hear is like, as they both speak in Infernal. You speak Infernal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Tieflings. So yeah, they're just like back and forth, and they're like having a very emotional conversation with that kind of sound, and they both like look at you like, and it looks at Duke like.
I second that. Yeah.
Duke like looks over at Valgan and he's like, and points over at the door to like go check out whatever's inside the door.
Falcon goes with him and posts up.
Right.
Adrian's like, you should go. I'll wait here. I need a moment. You go see the rest of this through.
Okay.
And then Adrian kind of looks at the rest of you like, sorry to be rude. I have seen this creature before and it very much freaked me out. I need to sit down. And he kind of just sits.
And I walk over with you guys.
Right. So you guys position yourself outside the door however you'd like to be.
Duke will be like right out in front of it.
It's not ominous at all.
There's
Make
like
sure your
there's
party's all together to go into this room.
There's a flump inside.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Intellect devour? No, I wouldn't do that.
Roll come.
Are you
Around.
on the horse?
No, I'm on the horse
Since
now.
it seems like the party is getting together.
Yeah, I'll go over
Okay.
too. Thank you.
How about here? Okay for you?
Yeah, that works.
You don't want to hide behind one of the crystals. And you're just gonna stay
I
on
can't
the.
really hide. Is it dark? I mean, there's probably dark in this corner, but I want to be able to see through the door.
Okay, I open the door.
I can move if I need.
All right. Can someone please put this at the very back of the room in the center?
Ooh.
Right there. You guys open the door. I get to use my prisoner mini twice in a row.
Again.
Asha painted that mini. You see a.
Take that horse.
Hey.
A
Horse.
you say half bugbear.
Okay.
Gave up.
Labyrinth when they're in the maze and there's those dudes with the horses and the sticks that are too long and they're just like hitting each other.
You're all standing in front in a 20-foot cube, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is what the DM says, like, put yourselves where you want to be, and then everyone just voluntarily groups themselves.
All right.
So smart.
Single file.
No, it's fine. So you guys see in a cage a half bugbear. So mostly human with bugbearish, goblinoid kind of features, particularly in the ears, slightly bigger eyes, a little bit more snouty kind of nose, broad shoulders, a little bit more lanky arms, but otherwise humanoid form. He's chained and looking down and does not respond as you walk in the room.
I'm just gonna stick my head back out the door. Hey, Adrian, you missing any half bugbears?
Get close to the mic.
Oh, I was acting it out, but yeah.
Duke.
Hey, Adrian, you missing any half bugbears?
Adrian's like, but yeah, Trey is half bugbear.
Duke just like yells at whoever, like as soon as they walk in and opens the door and realizes that there's a guy in there, Duke's just like, hey.
He's like raises his head slowly, sweat pouring down his head. Hey, about time someone showed up, huh? I've been in here forever.
Yep.
Anybody got some water or something? I'm fucking parched.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
So you come up to the cage.
Duke walks over there. Is there like is it locked or anything?
You can find the keys hanging on the wall.
Nope, Duke breaks the lock.
Yeah, just.
Yeah. Just like smashes it off.
This bugbear kind of like falls to his knees a little bit, like rights himself, doesn't let anyone help him. He's like, man, I've been in here for a grip. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adrian kind of like hears the voice and like comes running. He's like, Adrian, you're alive. This is a miracle. Or sorry, Trey. I'm Adrian. I'm alive. It's a miracle. That fucking thing was gross. He's like, Trey, I for sure thought you were dead. You've been gone for a week. Like, yeah, they were keeping me alive, you know, just in case, whatever. But like, yay, Trey's back, you baby.
Oh, Trey.
Is the magic, the detect magic, is it coming off a tray?
It's coming off of the cage.
It's coming off of the cage. Well, that's not my favorite.
With detect magic, you can tell the school of magic. Too.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the school of magic?
It is divination. So you suspect. Well, make an intelligence check for fun. For fun. For fun.
Well,
Let's do Arcana.
On that note, what was the School of Magic on the rod?
Yeah, that.
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know.
I
Off the top of my head.
bet
Off the top of my
it's,
head.
like, keeps
I don't know off the top of my head, but I
trying.
can find out.
Okay.
Above table.
6.
6? I would say you don't know exactly what it is, but being that everyone that has anything to do with this and nothing bad is happening at the time feels fine.
Right. Well, that's divination magic, but seems fine.
Whatever that means.
Also, he says, "Hey, Trey's there, keep me alive. Trey's
Yeah.
back." Insight check.
Make an insight check. He does look pretty fucked up.
Natural 1.
He looks truthful and fucked up.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for 2 hours for you to say that.
Insight check.
All right.
All right.
All right, so Adrian kind of steps in. He's like, "Well, this is much more than I could have hoped for. Not only did we rescue Tashka, she is in my debt, which can't tell you that is very good for me. Trey is back, which is also good for everybody because he's way better at leading this whole thing than I am because I'm not very good with the politics. I'm better at second in command type of bullshit, which frees me up very much to come to your council thing, and I can represent the interests of the Copper Blood while Trey runs things. So the gaming district is basically ready to be of assistance, and I will seek your counsel on what to do with my loose ties to Melathor because I was weak in a position and took a deal that maybe I should not have, I realize now. What should I do about that?
You should stab him repeatedly.
One thing at a time, good buddy. Let's all get out of this.
Yeah, but like
place.
after a while.
You know he has like assassins and shit, right?
Yeah. I'm not talking like right now.
Yeah,
But we killed those ones. Yeah.
So I pretend I'm still with him and...
I think that is a good idea. I mean, why not use? If he doesn't know, then we can
because
like...
Actually, if
You could be like a
convinces you about the
mole.
meeting, that'll be good.
Yeah, but if you don't remember,
Should I tell him
as
if-
you like pretend, then you get like brain like pause.
Shoeless Joe.
Pause.
See you
Pause.
next
Pause.
time.
Pause. Because then you get brain wiped.
Bye,
Right. That's
Shoeless
bad.
Joe.
Well, bye, Shoeless Joe.
Oh, bye.
I'm making like a baby and heading out, guys. But thanks for the stream.
Gotta work.
I gotta work in
Thanks
4
for
hours.
hanging out
That
with
was
us.
me last night, except it was Stu, and that's bad. I feel for it. I feel for you, Joe. Good luck. Moida.
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 If you
Yeah,
don't
go
remember,
Moida.
though, right? When you're like a faceless agent, you don't remember that you're a faceless agent, and they wipe your brain and do all kinds of weird brain stuff, right? So.
Oh, that's right. Armand
Right,
couldn't
yeah.
remember. He touched the
So,
spoon.
right, yes, Mole, great idea, may not work out the way we want it to. Just saying.
Well, the other option is that I betray Melathor, so
That sounds great.
then he knows I'm going to be against him and have information of his operations, so he will probably not let me live.
Well, do not make it obvious then. You don't want, yeah. Don't do it until you have to do it, unless it is like.
Trey's like, hey,
strategically
who's this
important."
Melathor guy, huh? You
He's a
working?
right bastard.
Right, yeah, all right, cool. Terrible people in the gaming district, huh? Yeah.
No,
All right.
Evil
I-
lizard, giant army of mutated gnolls coming to take over the city.
Ah,
We're trying to stop it.
that's
Need your-
way bigger, huh?
Now
Oh,
that
I
I
see.
think
All right.
about it, we should probably put all of our dignitaries in one safe location. Or hide them all. Because,
well, we need
you
them to
know,
work together.
assassins
Yeah.
and stuff.
You know what?
Yeah, the problem
I'm
is none
pretty
of
sure we've got a pair of twins to spare for bodyguards.
yeah, but the problem is none of the dignitaries want to be in the same location. That's the problem.
I don't know.
Right?
People
Like,
are
that's
saying
the
they
thing.
want to get together, and it seems
I
mean,
pretty
kinda.
positive.
Adrian is also like, well, I do have a little insight on how Melithor is doing his mid-level things.
That'd be great.
Maybe I can supply a little information about what his current operation is.
Ah.
I understand you've been working with Armand, who I know through my Melithor channels to be fairly high up, but maybe there's discrepancies, you know.
That's kind of
Armand
makes
has
sense.
seen the error of his ways.
Good. I understand that you have vouched for him, and he vouched for himself when I saw him at first. Melithor is very powerful, but he's not infinitely powerful. Windfall is also very powerful. And there are more people with us than with him. And information costs money.
Are you trying to tell us to give you money?
No.
for
What I'm
information?
saying
Just
is,
making sure.
what I am saying is, Melithor's inherent power does not make him unlimited in his abilities.
Oh no, he is certainly like
People
a
can
man
be
that will bleed.
bought. His people can be bought, and they are regularly for their own necks. I could buy informants that might tell Melithor that I have betrayed him, and give them 1,000 gold pieces and tell them, go have a vacation and fuck off. And they will not tell Melithor because that is how money works.
Oh, that is nice.
I can tell you know how this works.
I know a little bit how.
You pay people, you pay the right people, you don't have to worry about being assassinated as much.
I tend to silence them in other ways.
Melithor is a little bit different. If he does know, he will not let go. So this is the game we play, is information. We have to make sure we screw down any little tendrils that there may be. And I know of 2 very big tendrils.
Oh, I think we only knew of you, so that would be helpful.
Yeah.
There is Gerard. He is actively working within Windfall to recruit people.
Oh, is
Oh,
that the
like
name
what's
for the
his name was
recruitment center?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. We do know that one.
So you have heard of this Gerard. He is a shady figure.
We need to look at our notes.
There is also Kedem Gloom.
Oh yeah, the wizard.
He is a different kind of liability. If this plan of maintaining some sort of secrecy from Melithor and possibly undermining the connection of spies he has within the city. There may be other lieutenants or hubs of information traveling that we don't know about. Have you encountered any other main higher up people that may be communicating directly with Melithor besides Armand, who is now not?
Our what was his name? Dave?
Fez?
Fez?
Fez.
Do we tell him
The
that? Above table? Do we tell
Above tail?
above table? Do we tell him that?
I'm just gonna. I think, based on what we know, he's gonna have a little too much on his plate to worry about a single thread in his plan.
Also, I think probably this is the kind of stuff that needs to be talked about at that council meeting.
This is probably true, but what we must do is, if this council meeting is to be a success, Melithor must not know about it.
Oh yeah, I think this is between us.
But what I mean is, we must try to ensure Melithor does not know about it. So these discussions of how do we make sure the main threads of information that are going to Melithor are severed, as well as align other factions within the city. If this plan of yours is to be a success, this is my advice to you. To not only win the factions over, but also sever any direct lines of communication to Melithor from the heads of these unseen agents. Because you don't know who is unseen. And you can buy anyone else that isn't, but the heads cannot be. They will be loyal to the end.
We can take people's heads off. That is definitely something that.
Oh yes, they must be killed for sure. They will not.
We need more manpower. We simply don't have the numbers nor the time.
For these tasks at hand, I think that a small group of people is actually better. Here's why. From what I know, Gerard operates in secret, but he is surrounded by unseen agents. If you show up with an army, an unseen agent will report back, for sure. If you can take out Gerard a little more discreetly, Melithor might not know for a while. Same with Kedem Gloom. We may be able to buy ourselves some time before Melithor can reorganize some other people to take their places. And then information for a while, a couple days, maybe even a week, may not be getting back to Melithor, which we can have this meeting, buy off anyone that decides to try to betray us.
We could send
even
big letters.
we could
to
even
pretend like they are around.
I am connected. I could stay connected and probably even buy a few more agents so that they can report to us. We could use Melithor's unseen agents.
Do that.
against them.
All right, Katinka. I see why you like him.
These decisions are yours. My priority is the gaming district and the Copper Blood. But my connections to Melithor, these are the things that I have seen. But you tell me what your plan is, because I cannot decide for you.
So,
I think we ought to do it.
Oh yeah, I
Let's-
think you should run our spy network for sure. You've got this.
With Trey back, it is much more of an option for me to have time to do such a thing.
How's Trey looking?
He's like roughed up, but like happy. Like he's like,
He's just happy to be here.
yeah, he's like, yeah, man, I was like gonna be like fucking mincemeat to that tentacle boy over there, but like, man, I'm feeling good now.
I'm gonna look over. It's like, so you know why you got captured, right?
You know, comes with a job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fine.
No, I mean it was Tony.
Oh, god damn it! That bitch!
I thought we agreed we weren't going to talk about that.
That's all right.
And go back and get betrayed again.
I forgive him. He's too hot.
See?
Well, toxic relationships.
I think he's making himself scarce. Actually.
So the fact that cage has like divination magic on it, is that like bad? I say that to like everybody.
I don't know. It could keep people secret, or it could be an alarm. I don't know magic.
I got
I mean,
nothing.
would I have like cursory knowledge of like magical schools?
If you want to roll an Arcana, I'll let you do that. Especially when he tells you it's divination magic.
Do we know what the rod was?
No. I haven't looked it up yet. 14? You assume it's some kind of alarm type of situation where the cage is not only locked and he is shackled, but there's also a let me know if someone is messing with this situation.
Great.
Cool. I will share that with the crew because we just broke that lock.
You also
We also killed everybody.
killed pretty much anyone that would have anything to do with that cage.
Yeah.
So by extension, like, it just
Comes
happens to
with the
be there.
territory.
got it.
Yeah.
Adrian, do you need a cage?
I am not in need of a cage at this particular moment, but I mean, I imagine the brothel owners upstairs might have a use for it.
Probably why it is down here. Nice little scene going on.
Do you see the pink furry cuffs that aren't being used?
Those look
Being
like
re-
Armands.
Being repurposed.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Look, we're heroes.
Are we just doing this conversation down here, or are we walking, talking?
You can do what you want. Like, most of the time,
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of assumed it was where it was happening, but if you want to start
Well,
walking...
I mean,
I
we
probably
should.
heard very little of this because I haven't moved.
Yeah.
you're just like frozen?
I say we get out of here and we have this conversation back at a place where we're less likely to get punched in the face by more people.
Where you guys heading?
Probably back to the Copperbloods.
Okay.
I'm assuming, right? Where you guys want to go?
What time of day is that?
It's probably early evening at this point. You
What
probably got
time
about 3 hours before your meeting with.
Going to go on an adventure.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, do you guys want to go back to the Jupiter Elite?
Yeah. So on the
Okay.
No, I say that to Adrian and Trey.
Oh, they're like, no, we're going to go back to Copperblood, tie up a few things. We have a little bit of damage to clean up. I'll explain, Trey. Hey, I'm free. It's all good. Go, clean up a caved-in ceiling and some evaporated Duragar. That's cool, man.
Hey, so, question real fast. Do you guys got anybody that could, identify this thing real fast? We found it, and we're needing somebody to tell us what it does.
We're just talking about the rod.
Yeah.
Adrian grabs it like, give me 10 minutes. And he holds it. Oh. Well, and after 2 minutes, he's like, actually, I've seen one of these before in a similar situation. I don't have to actually fully identify it because it's... and it stays in air as he clicks it.
I had hoped it was one of those.
And you have an immovable rod.
That's thrilling.
All right, who's gonna carry it?
I'm gonna call dibs. Right. Mostly because I can teleport and then click it.
Very nice.
Right. So,
Teleport?
super
I got
useful.
Misty Step.
Woo!
Right.
And you're gonna be, as long as you guys are both gonna be up in the business, you can fight with people, but
Yeah,
Ro doesn't
yeah.
need it.
It's better for him because he can give it to his Echo to go do nonsense with.
That's very true.
Is it like a mage hand that interacts
about
with things?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
within
cool.
30 feet of me, yeah.
That's always been the plan.
The thing that's really awesome is when I get to level 7 as this dude guy, and then I can project myself into my Echo, and it can go 1,000 feet from me.
Oh, Jesus.
all this above table.
All this above.
So just Naruto nonsense at that point.
Yeah, yeah. Shut up, Jutsu.
So where are you guys headed to? You got the movable rod. You've got...
Do you guys need a long rest or a short rest?
I don't need a long
to
rest.
nap.
Well, we can't. we're not
So
taking a
I
long
say,
rest.
I say go back.
I say,
Well,
Right,
everyone
my
else
firstborn.
can. If you've got your meeting, but
I kind of want to go scope out the situation with Gerard. We don't have to do anything, but
I mean, if
I'd
you
like
want to be a
know.
scout, that'd be great. But the rest of us, I'm actively bleeding right now.
Oh, I did not.
But most of us are.
My fur has not been ruffled at all.
well, good for you. Way to be better than the rest of us, Ro.
Thank you.
You achieved victory again.
I appreciate that. It is good to be seen.
Yeah, you have
Some
achieved
of the
victory again
dents in my
on the
own
blood
body.
of your friends. Right. Good job.
Shuk looks at you like, hey, was that sarcasm?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't done that before.
We haven't.
Nah.
Oh.
We've been really...
Bro brings out the best
I'm
in
gonna-
people.
I blame it on Ro.
I'm gonna open
Nah.
my water skin and
cool.
just douse Duke with it. Like, come on, let's go.
All right.
What the...
Why me?
Yourself all the time. as far as we're concerned.
No, I'm talking to Shuk, man.
But we
We don't
hear that.
understand that.
Oh, well, that's your problem.
Oh, yeah, I should probably tell you.
I think he's losing it, guys.
No, he talks. Right. You should probably figure out how to hear him. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you
Like,
guys.
let's get out of here.
My vote is go and crash back at the Jupiter Elite.
All right, Katinka, what's your vote?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, Lena.
Yeah, I want to poke Fez a bit more.
Ro.
I mean, I can come back with you. I don't need to rest, though. I will come back with you, and when you go for a nap, I will go wander around.
I at least need a little bit of a nap.
Go get the nap.
All right.
So you guys head back to the Jupiter Elite. Daze is there. He's like, hey, welcome back. How was your meetings with Adrian? Did you secure a meeting for him to come to this summit of yours?
I feel like, for the most part, we're on pretty good terms.
You guys look like shit. What happened?
Yeah, well, we
There
got...
was a giant snake. There was a snake man. There was a mind flayer. That was after the betrayal at the Copper Bloods.
And the guy with the giant penis.
And the guy with the giant penis.
Also, there was
Days is just like,
Tony Tennant.
I don't know how you all end up getting in so much trouble every time you go out here. It's like you're cursed or something.
We're doing the
It was
job.
a really weird coincidence.
You guys are doing a great job.
That we somehow took out two, historic enemies in one go at the same time.
That's like it was in a book or something, or like some sort of role-playing game, or like as if it was planned by some sort of other person that you would.
I think all of those stories
that's
include like
preposterous. I
the
mean-
heroes getting like compensation for
Did we get
for
the,
the
rest of that
protection.
gold from Adrian?
Above table.
Yeah,
We got the rest of that gold.
Yeah.
We got the full 5K.
yeah, you got the full 5K for
We
sure.
already dispersed that, though, I think.
No, we got 3K before.
I love
and there
you
was another
guys.
2 on the table for finishing the job.
Right. Yeah.
But he does not know that. It's good that you reminded the GM, but
Yes.
Bro's gonna try and get more.
No, but that was from Adrian.
That was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Days is like,
He's invested in the welfare of. You
Yeah,
are invested in the welfare of the city, yeah?
yeah, I mean,
And we've
the
done
way
many
things are
great
going,
things for the Jupiter.
the way things are going now, it's shifted politically a lot. We're in a situation now that I don't know that I've ever been in, where everything's up for grabs. Everything is going to be changed in Windfall for the first time in my lifetime.
What do you mean?
The Pinnacle District even considering meeting with me under equal circumstances. The Gaming District having a representative come to the table without selfish intentions. You haven't visited the Forsaken District yet, but even they could be allies in this fight.
You're welcome.
It's a unity I don't think Windfall has seen in centuries.
Look, we're heroes. How about that?
I don't have much. I have a few weapons. Does any of you carry weapons? No, you have
Look at
a
us
lot
if we're
of...
bristling with, like,
Shield, sword, cord.
Well, I was thinking Katinka. I first look over here. But yeah, so 3 of you carry weapons.
I would think
right,
a
you
gift
can see
card.
by the, like, singe, like, marks on her shirt and the, like, various, like, blast locations from her body, like...
Soot everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, moisture from
The trunk Australian.
moisture
What's up,
from-
motherfuckers?
Motherfuckers, the trunk Australia.
If you're in Australia, what time are you watching this?
Yeah, that's what I want to
Gotta
know.
be like
5
in the
o'clock?
morning,
Late?
or is it
No,
late?
late.
Oh, it's late. Right, that makes more sense. Maybe because we stream early, all of
Or
our
afternoon?
all of
Maybe
our
afternoon?
streamers are going to be like.
We'll learn shortly.
Different time
Yeah.
zones.
Yeah. I just moister than an
Or
oyster.
later.
That sounds good.
All right. He looks at you. I was like, "Well, I can."
3 p.m.
Yeah, just
Hey,
3 p.m.
Good for you.
Man, awesome.
perfect.
Welcome
game
back.
time.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which direction. 6.
Days looks at you and is like, "Well, I could probably cash in one favor with the Magic Stone up in Pinnacle or Perseverance Plaza.
The magic stone.
The Magic Stone.
They make us like a magical.
They could. I could probably call in a favor for one weapon for you all of magical means.
Oh, that is tempting, is it not? I would
Yep.
take a magical bow. I'm just saying.
I am curious. I don't think it needs to be magical, but I kind of lean in. Like, do you know if there's a clothing shop that might make indestructible pasties?
I rescind my request.
Almost worth it.
Katinka's just out here like, I just want some adamantine pasties, guys. Is that too much to ask?
Dave
Some
looks at you like-
adamantine pasties.
I think that's a great idea.
Diamond studded.
Great.
Because remember how effective we are.
He looks down at your slightly exposed nipples like, I'll see what I can do for you.
Bodies are just bodies. Come on.
It's fine. I'm just trying not to stare with the nature of the question. Right, I will work on that for you. I can direct you to a clothing shop in probably Armory.
Thank you.
But which one of you would like something a little more beefy?
I say we get me. Oh, yeah. Well,
I would take something that did more damage for sure.
I'd say one of these two.
Give you a new quarterstaff.
Yeah, fancy.
That
stick
would
to
be
hit
pretty
hard.
cool.
What about your capabilities of taking properties of some items and putting them into others?
Well, it's not my ability, right? It's a favor that the Magic Stone owes me. So one of two things. You can put a crest in and I will sell it. The idea is using my favor. Or I write you something and you go and tell them that I sent you and hope you can
Like a gift
convince them that it's worth it. Might not be as valuable that way, but you might have more ability to converse with the owner of the Magic Stone and get something more specific.
Interesting.
But if you want magic bow, or if you want magic staff, I can tell them that.
All right. I say we talk about it. I would let you have magic bow or magic staff.
It is also
I can probably find a magic bow somewhere. Maybe where
Right,
they make your magic
they
staff.
are also closed at the moment, so we can wait till morning if you want to talk about it and tell me something later.
Yeah, I have an idea.
No rush. Well, you talk amongst yourselves. Decide. Tell me in the morning. I will go first thing and acquire what you wish. Go ahead. What's your idea?
Perfect. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
You have something?
No, I thought you had something to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. All right, sleepyheads. Do we do anything else?
We give Days the lowdown on what happened, basically.
Yeah.
So we fill him in,
Yeah.
and then I'll take a nap.
Like a long rest?
Well, we only
Like
got a couple hours,
like a
right?
short
3
one.
hours?
Short rest?
I short
I
rest
only have 3 hours.
for now.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I thought for
I'm-
the meeting.
Well, no, I'm going with Velvet Night Sky to go meet the patron of the
Overdrive?
bar of Overdrive.
Okay.
He's like the
council meeting
fancy
isn't-
guy.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not tonight.
Oh, all right.
No. So I've got to kill 3 hours, and then I'm gonna go.
Is anyone going with you?
Do you want to come with me?
I can go with you.
I'm already a +1, but I mean, what are they gonna tell us? The worst they could tell us is no, and then maybe I make you invisible.
That can work. I'll go with you.
Excellent. We have 3 hours before then, so.
As you guys are talking, a halfling gentleman runs in like, yeah, Days, you call me? Right, sorry to call you this late at night and have you come down so fast, but was wondering if you could whip up something fairly simple. And he just points at Katinka, and he's like, oh, yeah. Don't worry, I got you. And he like huddles off for now.
Okay. Very nice.
Comes with like a bandana. Fashionable bandana top.
That's a great idea.
Ro wouldn't mind doing we don't need to have a lot of RP with it, but doing a sneak out, taking a look at, scoping out the joint, if you will, wherever
like,
Gerard
in
has an
the Gray
operation.
District? Okay.
'Cause we're already down, if we're already down at the Jupiter Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would love to do that. Nothing crazy, just looking.
So you don't do a sleep,
I can't do anything on a short rest.
and you don't.
I'm not
do a
hurt.
sleep.
Nothing. None of my
Okay,
shit
then.
refreshes. Do you want to come with me for this? You can. I'm letting you know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, because neither of you guys lost hit points or anything.
Yeah, I'm just
none
going to
of
be
your
very
guys'
sneaky.
You've already used your
Short
one
rest.
invisibility last time.
Did I?
You for sure did right in the beginning.
I can cast
Yeah.
it now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
So that's
So that's something to consider too. Like if you can be invisible but you can't, you might be able to go places by yourself better.
Well, I can.
Can you cast invisibility?
No.
I don't know if I can
But
cast
I
it
can
because
disguise.
it's theirs.
Oh, they can steal the hat.
I
they
have
can take that.
disguise self.
Oh.
I also have disguise self.
Oh.
Oh, I do have invisibility.
Did we get the hat back?
Oh yeah. Adrian gave it back.
Okay, good.
So
I have
goes back to Lena, who had it
invisibility,
before.
so I can
Yeah.
Do whatever.
You have invisibility?
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you if we want to do it on this. Yeah, my plan was to essentially run along rooftops and
Oh, you go have fun.
scope and come back, which you are welcome to do.
Okay.
But I imagine I will be rolling stealth checks and dex
Yeah,
checks.
you go
But
have
I will come back. I will come back before.
sounds
I'm going to go do cat things.
Go.
It is not personal.
Go have fun.
All right. So
She
you.
disappears.
And a black mist envelops Ro's face as she says, "I'll be right back." And Ro, as you cast invisibility.
I don't actually cast invisibility. It was figurative.
Oh, okay. Sorry, never mind.
I appreciate you though.
What were you gonna do?
I know. I want to
right
know.
now?
I want to know. I wasn't going to interrupt him until he got done.
Next time.
Spoilers.
No, she just dips out.
She dip out. So, yeah, you look forward. You're like you look at Duke, and then you look back at Ro, and Ro's gone. Yep. All right.
She Batman.
She went.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going for a long rest.
Long rest. All right. So you're just out.
Yeah, but Vaughn's gonna do something that he doesn't normally do.
But before you so you lay down somewhere, kind of where you had slept in the sort of smaller main headquarters, and Daisy is like, right, you can't stay here every night. I'm sorry, I know you're tired, but you've got to go to this other place. It's right across the street. It's much bigger. You'll be much more comfortable.
Barracks or
Fair enough.
something.
I'm like getting settled. I was like, okay.
The couch, you're on the couch in the break room.
Oh, it's
Falcon's
a
not
long rest
picky.
also.
Okay, so you all get shuffled out of Daisy's house a little bit like, you can't just stay in my house, right over there. Here's some keys. And across from, it's a couple blocks away, but not terribly far away, you see what looks like an abandoned temple. And it's pretty large, and it's kind of around it, there really isn't much inhabitants. It's sort of in a less inhabited part of the city, so that's why there's no inhabitants.
Is that how that works?
That's how that works.
Okay, cool.
So you walk up, you see pretty large archway with big grand doors. There's a couple of different spires on top of it. It's 3 stories up from where it is. It's pretty well constructed, and it has roof, which down in Felwind is pretty rare, but it looks like it's a traditional build, as if this was something that was built as a traditional place for the reason of being traditional, and not for the functionality of the fact that you don't necessarily need roofs in Felwind, though a lot of buildings still do. It's sort of a luxury.
Got it.
Because you're underground, there's no rain.
This is a fancy pad.
Yes.
Word.
The other reasons to have roofs in Felwind is it keeps heat in, and even though the temperature never changes, it is 50 degrees or so at all times within the air of the underground Felwind. So having a roof also allows you the comfort of warmth, which is also nice. As you open the door, it opens up to a large entryway with a large hallway. A large hall that's kind of opens up. There is a pretty large seating area with a big long table with 8 seats at it. There are doorways that go various places. There's a large kitchen off to the side. There's stairs that go up to other rooms. It is very well accommodated for the 6 or so people that you have in your party to make comfort and make your own as you see fit. It's dusty and cobwebby and abandoned at the moment, but with some work and some cleanup and maybe bringing in a few people to help, you could make it your own place if you'd like.
I know. We call it the Sunless Chateau.
I was about to say, maybe we can scrounge up some of our pay and make this our HQ.
Sunless Chateau.
All right.
It's on
I
theme.
guess.
I'm down.
It is very on theme because it's very sunless. As you enter the Sunless Chateau, you find some beds that are functional, though you have to clear some cobwebs. There's they're in one of the beds. Duke, you walk in. It's one of the upstairs rooms. You pull the sheets back. There's a skeleton in it.
Oh god.
You just instinctually just clear it off and lay down.
Yeah. not pissed.
Yes.
Dear diary, mood apathetic.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, Oyster. We are.
So those that want to long rest, you find comfort in this place. At least enough comfort to get your long rest, or lay down for it.
So before the long rest,
Yes.
Valgan's going to do something he doesn't normally do because it's not part of the normal tenets, but he is going to find a quiet spot and first apologize to whatever god used to inhabit this temple and say, sorry, this isn't for you. And then pray to him. And because Valgan is aware that he can't just keep going, he's got to rest, but he is losing it a bit that there's this recruitment center that he knows about that's just picking people up off the street. So he's saying a prayer that Bahamut will be with those people until I can get there. And that takes his long rest.
Yeah, you don't hear anything back, but you kind of expected that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we tell what deity or whatever this temple used to be to?
Roll a religion check.
Hey, guy over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you roll a religion check if you're cool with that.
That's fine.
So you get done praying, and Duke comes to the door, and what do you say to Valgan?
You know, I walk over to Valgan and I go, you know, this place kind of looks like temple. Architecture's kind of weird. Wondering what kind of god this place used to be something to. Do you think maybe it was, you know, one of the clearly it's not, you know, the Mother Rails, right? It'd be all like,
Yeah,
you know, sketchy stuff. But like, you know, I don't know. Do you think it's one of like the prime deities, or I don't know, whatever you call them? I'm not a super religious man myself, right? But and then I just kind of go through and I talk to him about like some of the deities that I might know exist or whatever, and point out some of the like things that might be there, and that's how I help give him advantage.
So I got advantage on this?
Sure.
Okay.
It's mostly for the sake of asking it.
Yeah.
Right?
So
when he asks you that, how do you feel about that?
So Valgan's gonna kind of listen, kind of get the feel for it, and then kind of half listen as it keeps going, and start walking around and just kind of like looking for any holy symbols, looking for anything that's like identifying of any religion he's run into.
Okay. So you do a religion or investigation for that.
I'm gonna investigate because fucking religion is +0.
My religion is +3. How?
Actually, it was great. I did investigate, so that's a 19.
19. There are many pathways of divine inspiration and influence. And individual mortals can choose their own realm almost of different groupings of deities that interact with themselves and with other kinds of groupings. This one is a little bit more of the Empire variety. The deities that the Empire chooses to invite into their homes and places of worship. Which, from the architecture of the temple itself, kind of makes a little more sense. With the sort of iconography and stuff that you find around the temple, this is a temple to Detros, god of death, or a god of death. Not someone you're intimately familiar with, but you can relay that to Duke if you'd like.
So, question about Detros, whether or not I understand, I can roll if you do. Is it the evil, everything must die god of death, or is it a natural part of the world god of death?
From what you understand of Detros, he is a one of the deities that will help you get to where you're going.
Okay.
But not in passing way, in more of a show up at your door like, hey, it's time, here we go kind of way.
Okay. So a Reaper god, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will pass that information on. And then I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm still bleeding.
Do any of you not need above table? Do any of you not need a short rest? Okay, never mind.
We all need nap time.
Yeah, in a day.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
All right.
But everybody else, I'm assuming, is like laying down, getting ready for sleep, and Duke's gonna lay down, take himself a nap, kind of do that, and then get up a little bit later and kind of not necessarily sneak, but kind of quietly excuse himself, right, out of the house, and go for a walk. If anybody is also taking a short rest, not a long rest or anything like that, and wants to like tail him or anything weird, then can totally do that. Like I said, he's not being sneaky, he's just doing a thing. But he's gonna go for a very familiar walk to Alondra.
All right. So we'll do that first, then we'll come back to what Bro's getting into.
Cat stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, stuff. I figure that's going to involve more rolls and all kinds of cool, crazy stuff. But he's going to make his way over to Alondra. What?
I just said a funny thing. Go ahead.
It's not about you.
Making my way. You're making your way.
Making your way down.
Yep.
So, okay.
By the way, side note, because this is a trope made by Critical Role. That's all, we all know it. There was I don't remember, it's a completely different YouTube channel, but it was like members of Critical Role try to not sing along to songs. That was the video. And so they just played songs, and then 3 members of Critical Role had to just not sing along. And guess what one of them was?
Making my way downtown.
It's rude.
They were like losing. They failed like almost every song they presented. It's a great video. Anyway,
Excellent.
check it out. It's awesome.
Super good.
Yeah.
But so he's gonna make his way to Alondra, and he's gonna make his way to the temple, or whatever. I don't know the
Shack.
buildings. Shack.
Alondra's
Shack.
Alondra's Shack.
Alondra's.
Welcome
Shack.
to Alondra's Shack.
We serve the best burgers.
Yeah.
Right. I assume it's a shack is like 98% of the time. Nobody's there. Right.
It's in a pretty desolate part of the Gray District, and the Gray District is pretty spread out anyway. But as usual, there is a single light in the window that you see from a fire as you approach the small but comfortable-looking shack that Alondra resides in.
Okay.
Above table, the light was red.
Oh,
The light's black. It's a black flame candle.
yeah.
You're in the red light district now.
But
That kind of goddess.
that's a different kind of candle. Right. Oh, that was a really bad joke in my brain. I will tell it to you all later.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know, it's real gross. But yeah, Duke walks in. Is Alondra like standing up, sitting in a chair? Like, what's Alondra?
She's sitting in front of the crystal ball. I thought I'd see you tonight. I sensed some... Oh. And she looks over at Shuk. And he looks over at Alondra like, hey. Yeah, well, he's back. That's great. What can I do for you, Duke?
Well, you don't like
Oh, he's fine. And then Shuk looks at you like, that was just a prank. It's fine.
Insight check.
Insight check your own shadow.
no, I'm insight checking Alondra.
All right.
Oh.
15.
Alondra just looks like, I hope he hasn't told him about
Whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Just a prank, apparently.
It's just a prank.
Just a prank.
According to Shuk.
The only thing I go into my mind with that exchange is, have you ever slept with someone and wished that they forgot that it happened?
Part of the realm of the forgotten. It's pretty easy.
Dude's gonna look back and forth. Yeah, I don't want to know.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
So, we're out today, and we fought a Mind Flayer.
Ooh.
I didn't have proper tools for doing the necessary things, so I extracted its brain.
Huh. Well.
Because I figured that was the best way to try to get memories back.
Yes. As Alondra will like, kind of like looks at you and like oh honey.
You're trying so hard.
I
had help. I did a really good job.
You did great, Duke. This will be a fine sacrifice to the Raven Queen. A harvester of memories of these memories. Kind of.
Inception.
There's so many layers to this. Let's see what happens, huh? Come with me on this journey.
All right.
Hold on. Above table.
So you put the brain in front of the crystal ball, and Alondra's like, does the same thing. Like that was when you did the paintings was very poised and presentive and meaningful and mysterious. This time was a little like, oh, this fucking works.
A little bit more like a stage magician.
Now that we're friends. So.
And you kind of watch her go like this. And then you watch the brain, still like a little drop. And then it shoots up. And it splits, and you see different spectral figures of different humanoid people, and them like they all turn their heads towards you at the same time, and then bow, and then get absorbed into the globe. And then Alondra's like, fuck yeah! I mean, well done, Orthavus. Forgotten Hand Duke. I am a little flustered right now. That was amazing. How did you know?
Well, it seemed the best option at the time.
As is with all things, sometimes your instincts are the best route.
I'm crying.
And Shuk looks at you like, that's pretty good.
Not bad. All right.
I would not have guessed that happening.
Quite a sacrifice.
Not based on what I know, I would never guess that.
Is like the brain still there?
No, it's gone.
Oh, so
Yeah, it's same with the
whole thing.
paintings. Like,
The whole thing got shot up. Okay.
yep.
Nice.
So, I remember Shuk said a name, the Talons of Thought, and I know that this is meaningful to me. But I remember it used to do more. And I hold up my trident.
She looks at you. It's like, I'm sorry. I I can't help you with that. But he can. And Shuk looks at you like, oh, yeah, let me show you. He throws it. Whoosh, and it comes back to his hand.
It's a dream come true.
He's like, oh, yeah, I just gotta, say Talents of Thought. It goes right back to him. That's all. As a bonus action.
That's it.
What do you mean that's it? That's
No. That's it. That's like, that's all I had to say the whole time.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, you had to know his name, but you didn't know it until just now because you forgot. It's kind of our thing, right?
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right, yeah. No, sounds great. All right. Cool.
But you need to know now, so now you know.
All right.
It's cool.
No, it's good. All right, cool. Well, yeah, all right. Well, did you need anything from me?
Alondra's like, I have not heard from the Raven Queen in a few days, and I anticipate something coming soon, and I will communicate that to you. In the meantime, just continue what you're doing. I feel a movement that I have not sensed in a while. I don't remember what it is, but I feel it in my soul that it's familiar. Soul prunes. Be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Do you think it has anything to do with this Melthor guy?
Probably. I think his
Yeah, I got the bastard.
his plan to take the city is not doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, he messes with Orcus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a jerk move.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about the Onyx yet?
I'm sorry. I have asked, but I have been revealed nothing.
Yeah.
And Shuk is like, oh yeah, Onyx is real bad.
Wait. Yeah, what was that?
Oh, it's it's like a shadow creature thing. It's real bad, but
It's a creature?
yeah, it's a Cult of Orcus creature thing. Yeah, it's real bad.
Called the Orcus creature thing.
Yeah.
What is like? Okay, tell me more.
Well, it was, it was in the Shadowfell, all of us and stuff, right? And, we sort of banished it, right? And, we got rid of it, put it in the material plane, right? And, probably should have done that. Right?
Whoops.
Real, this is your problem now situation.
Wait, so the fact that it's over here, that's our bad.
Yeah, it's kind of what we did.
Wait, like me specific or like?
Well,
us?
yeah.
Wait, so yeah, like
I mean, you and Tameen kind of teamed up on that one. Took a member of every court to banish it. So you don't remember, I know, but it was kind of romantic, really. Looks really studly. Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah, right. You had a painting of it. Where's your? Oh, you probably have. Get in mind.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Above table. What is going on right now?
Just Duke is
Deep
having
revelations.
introspection.
I'm not gonna say that I'm
The
upset,
theater of my mind is being broken.
but I have a lot to think about. So I'm gonna go do that. And Alondra, thank you as always for your guidance.
Remember, Duke. The things our memories reveal to us are not who we are now.
Yep.
And Shuk. Don't say everything. Doesn't help. He's like, right. Yep, I know.
And so Duke's gonna turn around and he's gonna leave. And he's gonna look both ways down the street. Where's the closest bar?
There is a small, super divey bar on the road outside of the Gray District. One room, small place.
Does there
Still-
appear to be like some like ne'er-do-well, like just drunkard type people out there?
Yeah, it's like it's sort of, it's not super late, but late enough to, especially at this bar, where it's kind of like a neighborhood bar as opposed to like sort of a destination bar. There's like 2 or 3 sort of regulars kind of sitting out front, and you see a couple other people inside if you want to go inside.
Duke doesn't necessarily want to go inside, but he does want to start a bar fight, but like a friendly neighborhood bar fight.
So you see a pretty hefty dwarf person outside. You see a pretty regally dressed female, and you see a dragonborn that looks just like a brute worker.
Yeah, and he's not like trying to stab or kill anybody, but he's just gonna go up to somebody, just like, "Hey, you look like a pile of piss," and he's just gonna get in a fight.
The dragonborn's gonna look at you like, "What species of piss?"
Right, the kind that's gonna piss you off the most.
Finishes his beer and punches you.
Right.
Roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier. Just to cover all.
Modifier, I think it's 3 at this point.
Yeah.
14.
14. Yeah, you and him wrestle, but you get the upper hand at a certain point and pin him down, and he's like, all right, you win. You got me.
Right, yeah.
I'm a pile of piss.
Right. So there's like we trade some punches, right?
Yeah.
There's like some blows. We're both bloodied, right, in our face. It's like, and he like grabs him out of the mud. He's like, appreciate it. Much obliged. Feel much better. Right. I flip him like a gold piece, and I'm like, drinks on me. Right.
He's
and
like,
I
name's Elkon if you ever want a rematch.
Elkon, all right. Duke, well met, right? And Duke goes back home, cleans himself off, and like
Goes back to the Shrine of Detros and
the Shrine of Detros, yeah, and like, I don't know, he's probably gonna like, I don't know, he's gonna do like a weird thing where he's like, in like a respectful way, kind of like make like a sub shrine for like the Mother of Ravens, right? But not in like I'm gonna take over your temple and like fuck you, I piss in your corners, right?
Yeah.
But like you're a god of death. I see your house, bro, right? Like, I'm gonna do my thing over here. Like, you can do that, bro?
As you put up this small shrine, you get comfortable. As your eyes start to drift to sleep, you hear Alondra's voice.
I'm not necessarily going to sleep yet, but
All right, but as you kind of put up the shrine, you
Dicks out for Raven.
dicks out.
dicks out for Raven, brother. Yeah.
You hear Alondra's voice. Yes, Detros, an ally of the Raven Queen. You're in good hands. Worry not.
All right. Yeah. So it'll have like some raven feathers and stuff, and probably like a little raven skull, and just it'll be like a little like.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. So
Dicks
you
out respectfully.
Catwalk.
you have already worked your way to the Gray District before all that happened, because you talked to Valgan and stuff like that, and you disappeared right away. So you don't necessarily see Duke leave, but you go to the similar area about where you were described that by Finnegan, who described where Gerard and Winakia, who Finnegan didn't know Winakia was dead, were in cahoots recruiting poor people that were needing jobs in a scheme to enslave them to dig a hole in the depths for an unknown reason as yet.
Rude.
So you find this location. You see a still evening, not late. So they're still meeting with people. There's a line outside. As you kind of hop from rooftop to rooftop, staying completely invisible as you approach. You get a little bit close. There's a couple of guards outside. There's no windows on this kind of a small, just sort of normal house. There is a roof. On this one, there is a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney. indicating that it is a heated, slightly more luxurious than the rest of the Grey District type of place. And you see some very poor-looking individuals out front. What would you like to do?
That is sad. So she's going to kind of camp out for a bit. She's going to make as much as she can the whole building. So she wants to see if maybe hang out 15 minutes on each side. I don't know, whatever viewpoint. She wants to see every side. Is there a back entrance? Does anyone come in or out of, like, maybe on the floor there's a storm, something?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Do I have advantage for some reason? That is a 7.
7. You don't notice anything that's like balls. You don't notice anything that's obviously like a weakness in the, protective structure of the place.
On the way, she had picked up like some minced liver from like a meat shop, and so she was probably a little distracted by her munching.
Yeah. As you eat your invisible liver, you kind of wander around, just sort of. Oh yeah. Kind of notice there's guards posted around. They don't look particularly capable, but they are posted. Mm-hmm. There's only 2 entrances in and out. There's one in the front, one in the back. There are 2 on each side, and there are no windows per se.
No windows.
No windows. There are windows, but they are bricked up.
Okay.
That there used to be windows, but they have been since bricked up. It's not a huge building, but it is big enough. The back door is a larger door.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
like
like
a barn door?
Yeah, almost like it could it looks like there might be like a larger, almost garagey type of vibe, where you could probably fit a carriage inside. That comes out that, and that door points out of the Grey District more directly than the front door, which is where the street meets it. But coming out of the alleyway from that back door, you would be able to go down the alleyway all the way to the main road and pretty much hit the north entrance right from the Grey District.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet location for a criminal organization.
Yes.
I also want to get a pretty good look at the people who are there. And there's desperately poor people who are here for work. I want to note, are they a particular race primarily?
Mostly.
Get a good look in case we come back and look like them.
Sure. Mostly human. Like a couple dragonborn. There's one half elf in the mix. That's kind of what you see.
All right. I'll hang out for about an hour.
Okay.
Check things out, and then she's going to leave.
All right.
She'll get bored and feel like she knows the sitch.
Go ahead and make a perception check while you wait.
That's a natural 20 for a 25.
All right.
Better.
Okay. So as you wait, you see one at a time people get escorted in. You don't see anyone leaving. About 10 minutes between each person. Mm-hmm. You start to get curious. So as you see the angle the door opens, you in that hour reposition yourself and get a little bit closer, kind of get close enough before you're seen or noticed or anything like that. You're about like 5 feet away from like the line, but you're angled just where the door opens. You see the door open, and you see a large skeletal structure, a large brass ring hanging from a bovine-like snout. However, it is skeletal, wearing familiar large armor in a minotaur type of shape.
Is it Winakia?
It appears to be Winakia, but a little more undead.
Ugh, that is bad.
Burn her.
She has no skin. She has no flesh. She is skeleton.
Ay. All right, noted. That's great. I will leave.
It's time to
Oh, dragon tongue. That's bad. It changes things. And she's gonna head back, but on the way she has a couple of stops. We don't need to do much with them. She's going to, if I may, use my criminal connection to contact Nat.
Yeah.
Using our
Animal?
our animal, our bird. And she's gonna make a little note and tie it up and give it, and off it will go. And
The chipmunk comes up.
she's asking him how much they could sell, how much he could sell a Mind Flayer brain for. She would like to do that. And then she is going to stop at an apothecary. And she's going to acquire a nice big, like, glass
As you can see,
jar.
I have no fun.
And
Before we get to that far, as you were contacting Nat, the squirrel that comes up actually has a note for you. You grab your note, you hand the note back off to the squirrel.
perfect. Oh, it's lovely. What does it say?
It's a. What race was that?
I think he's a gnome or a goblin. I'll tell you in a second.
I think he's goblin.
I think so too. Goblin.
Goblin.
He's an old goblin.
Yeah, he's like, you hear in Nat's voice.
Yes. Well, I would have to investigate stones of that kind up close. Should I come to where you are to see these stones you've spoken of?
Oh shit! Come back! Okay. Give me that back. Stay. And she's gonna write. Absolutely, the stones are great. Come look at them. They might not be for sale. Maybe you can convince my friends otherwise.
All right.
And she'll add that.
So-
P.S.
So, Mind Flayer brain, come see the stones. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
She's going to stop at an apothecary, acquire a glass jar.
Okay.
Kind of a bigger one.
Brain size.
Yeah, and some.
I'll say five silver for that.
I thought that. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's kind of expensive, but yeah.
big
It is
jar.
glass. It is a glass jar.
Jar is.
She will pay
it's hard.
whatever. So wait, but hold on. It's going to be like a bundle, because then she's going to get some like chemicals that will and herbs and whatever it is, so that it doesn't rot away. She'll ask about that and then ask for a.
All right, so you walk into this apothecary shop. You see a old human woman a jar and some herbs. What are you trying to store exactly?
I am a hunter, and when I get really cool animals and they do things, sometimes I like to keep them alive. Or if I got one time, I got a snake and it had 2 heads. And so
that's amazing.
I know, it was crazy. I wanted to keep it. So it is like that.
I understand.
Yeah,
I have kept a few things. And she points, and you see a human head inside of a jar. That's my husband.
Oh, that's so great.
He was wonderful.
He looks great.
50 years he's been in that jar. He looks pretty young in there. All right, well, I know exactly the compound you need. 1 gold piece for the lot, if that's fine with you.
Does it need to be 1 gold? Could it be
These
7
herbs,
silver?
These herbs are very expensive. I mean, look at his head.
That is fair. Okay, 1 gold. All right, great.
That's forward-thinking salesmanship.
So she will put all that in her bag. She's very excited, and then she's going to stop at and get a little black kind of silk sarong, almost like a skirt that she can tie on over her armor, so it looks a little bit nicer for the thing that she's going to.
How nice are you going for?
Velvet Night Sky. She's got actual money in her pocket now, so probably a pretty nice one.
Okay, so probably a gold piece for that too, since it's not a full outfit.
And that's it. And
Okay.
so then she'll make her way back.
Make it away.
Make my way back.
All right,
Just
so
take a little catwalk.
you go back to Overdrive?
Unless there was something
or are you
really
going back
funny
to
that happens.
where are you going back to first?
I did say I would go back to. Fuck it. She's gonna go to Overdrive.
All right, so you come into Overdrive. It's getting to evening-ish at the moment. You see Gaultier at the bar.
Oh wait, no, I need Katinka. She'll walk in, she'll sit at the bar, and then she will get up and walk away.
Gaultier will be like, all right, well, whatever. Next.
And she'll go, because she's bringing Katinka tonight.
Velvet Night Sky was playing. She didn't see you walk in, but she's currently playing with a group of other bards on stage. But yeah, you go back for Katinka.
Excellent. I will go back and get her and bring her back. Are you taking a long rest? Oh, you're not coming then?
Right.
Okay. She will go back.
You'll see Katinka like.
That is fair. No, that is fair. That's all right.
Your Boy Scout says, "As you can see, I have no flesh."
All right. She's like, well, that is okay. That is fine. She'll put on her little skirt and like fluff her scarf. Be like, I think I look good.
You'll see.
Do I look good? But everyone's past the fact. I look great.
No, Duke's sitting like in the
Oh, are you
kitchen
up?
or whatever. Yeah. 'Cause
Are you here? Oh, good,
didn't-
okay.
Duke didn't go to sleep. Duke like made a little shrine, and then he's got himself like a little cup of whiskey, and he's like kind of sitting at the bar, like
In overdrive?
not in overdrive.
Oh, okay, but like
the
at the
house.
table?
In the temple. It's like at the table or whatever, and he's kind of sitting by himself, and he's like, he clearly looks like to have just been in a fight, like he just got punched in the face, right? Not the worst for like, clearly not the worst you've ever seen him,
Great.
right? By any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, looking good, Duke. What did you do?
I got in a fight.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I have something for you. Look, and she'll take the backpack up. I can't stay long. I have a thing. And she'll like wiggle out the jar, and she'll wiggle out like the oils and the unguents and whatever it is. All right, these are for the brain. I am so excited. We're going to make it like last a long time, and it's going to look really cool forever. It'll be like a keepsake. Okay, we will do that later. Because I know how. Don't touch it. And then she's going to like run. She's gonna like
I don't have,
go.
bro. I don't have the brain anymore.
She's gone already. So you just look down at your feet, you see this glass jar and all these herbs, and this super nice gesture by someone you haven't known for very long, especially in the context of the length of your being, who've just extended a olive branch of goodwill and gift giving for something that you had not had a chance to tell her that you had already disposed of.
All right.
And Shu kind of pops up behind your shoulder like, well, that's going to be awkward.
Duke's gonna yell after you. Did you want company?
You decide if you heard him or not.
I have a passive perception of 15.
He
I
yells
would have been.
pretty loud.
I would have been booking it.
What's up, dude?
Tabaxi is...
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
What's up, dude?
Especially
Yeah,
in your like semi-manic, like, here you go, I got a thing to get to, like,
You can also be like, I heard him,
I thought
and
about
I don't care.
it. Would have
Right.
probably been that, but I don't think she would have heard you. I think she would have been on to the next.
Yeah.
On to the
Sure.
next thing. Yeah.
especially after visiting Overdrive, seeing Night Sky performing, being like, oh, I got to do the
I want to
thing,
go back.
come back, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you go back to Overdrive.
Yep.
Velvet Night Sky's there.
I'll get the drink, I will
This,
watch her
this time
play.
she does notice you, and she's like, kind of like stops playing lute for a second to wave, and then realizes she's got to go back to it.
Oh, Velvet Night Sky, you're my favorite. And
And oh, back in the world.
she's so good.
That's
You
your
will
song.
spend the next 3 hours trying to find where to buy a Mind Flayer brain.
Just don't get the Abby normal.
At this point,
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to that.
Our labels.
All right, so a few hours go by. Velvet Night Sky gets done. It's getting about 10:30, and she comes off. She's like, "Oh, thank you for coming. This means a lot to me. I'm not sure what to expect. I saw Lord Edwin earlier. He went upstairs. It is said that the top of Overdrive goes quite far, so I am excited to see parts of Windfall that almost nobody gets to see.
Oh, that's
and you get to see it too, huh? It is very exciting.
How much time do we
Maybe
have
there'll be
before
something.
you're-
I mean, we shouldn't steal anything. Don't steal anything.
How long do we have before it's like time to go meet them?
I think about 10, 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes is kind of enough time, yeah.
What do you have in mind?
I mean, we can get really sneaky and like go check some things out.
Oh,
Like poke our ears into like some rooms or something.
yes,
You know?
perhaps. I mean, the upstairs is pretty well guarded. We're going to be led up as far as by the Golden Warriors. Jimmy the Juice personally is going to lead us up.
That's unfortunate.
It is, but for this, I think it's best to just see what happens first.
Okay,
Yes.
I can help us be.
Should we get a few drinks to like calm our nerves?
Absolutely. Is it Gautier still?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. Go
All
for
right,
it.
we need shots, yes, to start.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then let's maybe 2 of those, and we'll go from there. Absolutely, and we'll get to work on those.
Orcish ale.
Oh, I mean, that sounds nice.
You have a bottle.
Do you have a bottle? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Then, yeah.
They
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
a bottle. I have a bottle.
She did not take much convincing at all.
Did you guys provide him with a bottle for yourself?
Duke has a bottle.
You bought a bottle, but you also gave Gaultier more bottles when.
Yeah, because we got them from something.
Because you got some from Melthor's
that's
house.
true.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure you did, if I remember correctly.
Maybe.
You are
That
Armand.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Jack some. That sounds right. Yeah.
What he's gonna say is he's gonna be like, well, I know. Actually, it was Juana that was like, I'm not gonna give out your buddy's alcohol. This is Gaultier. But besides that, he's gonna be like, well, I know, Duke's got his bottle. We got that labeled, but you guys also gave us a couple bottles, so I'll give you a couple freebies for that.
I will take that. That is a great.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's on me. He pours you 2 shots.
Awesome.
Don't give a fuck.
She gets about it.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Yes. So you enjoy the drink.
This is not Rose's first rodeo.
Velvet Night Sky is like, oh, that has got a kick to it.
Shit.
Well,
First one, the exhaustion.
Shit.
well, I mean,
are you doing?
I'm feeling very, very calm.
All right. Chug this water. I will chug it with you. Ready? Good. All right. Let's go see if we can go up early.
All right, yeah, it's fine. And she walks up to the guard. She's like, hello. We have an appointment.
Rose
You
gonna just like,
are going to take us upstairs. And the guard's like, it's not time yet. But it's okay. We just want to take a look around. See where we're performing. My friend here is performing too. Yes.
it is good to get a feel for the place. Have you ever done music? Do you perform?
She's going to make a persuasion check
Great.
if you want to help.
Yes.
Because she's going to be
yes.
making it with disadvantage.
I will help. I will help.
And you did offer some persuasion. Oh my god, she rolled a 17 and a 20. So she's going to take the 17. So yeah.
And she's like a bard, right?
Yeah. So she's like, the guard's like, fine. And he takes you guys up.
Thank
you guys
you.
start ascending a staircase that goes, in your mind, you can kind of feel it parallel the outside wall of the central part of Windfall. Overdrive is already up a little bit from the very ground level, and as you from where you started within Overdrive, because Overdrive itself is 3 or 4 stories just within it, you started at the top of that. So you are starting really high in the windmill already, and you are continuing up real high. You pass by 4 or 5 other sort of antechambers and doors with other guards. You see one that's really ornate, and as you approach that one, out of the door you see Lord Edwin Dalgrad, and he looks at the guard escorting you, and he's like, "What is going on? They are not to be up here until I say. No matter. Hello, I am Lord Edwin Dalgrad, and you are."
I'll let her introduce herself first.
He's talking to you.
Oh, he's talking to me.
Because he's already met her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Ro. I play with Velvet Night Sky.
I had the opportunity to meet with Velvet Night Sky not very long ago. Lovely individual. Hopefully she will be able to fix my problem.
I hope so too. Perhaps I can help as well.
Perhaps you can. Shall we ascend?
Absolutely. I want to look. Is he like in a doorway? Can I see like what's in the room behind him?
What you see in the room is a entryway with a large, very locked door behind him.
Very locked.
He is like, yes, this is my personal residence. fortunate to have a level to myself within the windmill.
Location.
Absolutely, it makes running overdrive very simple. I just come downstairs for work and come back up. It's quite nice.
Sounds very nice. Yeah.
All right, shall we? And by his side is the large, dark-skinned, orcish figure of Jimmy the Juice. Says nothing, just stands between you and Edwin Dalgrad as you ascend. There's 4 other guards sort of behind you as you ascend. They're all in gold-plated chainmail and various other kinds of armor as you ascend. You go up for a while. Your legs start to feel like you're hiking.
Ooh.
You know, like you're going up, starting to break a little bit of a sweat.
Okay. What is this mill grind?
Oh my gosh.
Slice rats and mice. Does it grind anything? Is it an actual functioning windmill?
It is a functioning windmill.
Does it grind some shit?
For your guys' edification, the windmill has 4 horizontal, very large panels that get pushed this way. There is a extremely wide gear, single gear that's attached to those windmills. Maybe actually more like 3 feet wide. And it goes straight down the whole entire windmill. Overdrive has the best view of the pipe, which is what the large gear is called. The bar itself is attached to it. The dancing platforms themselves are attached to it. And there, within other parts of the windmill, down below and up above, there are attachments to the pipe that carry centrifugal or carry force, carry momentum through other parts of the windmill. So that power that the windmill generates can be tapped into by all the different districts via rotating shafts and stuff like that.
And is that going in the middle of where we're walking up?
At times you see it. There are times where it's you're in, a wide staircase and it opens up and then there's just a vast, large area with just a giant pipe going through it, cobwebs and everything. And you see another level as you approach it. You come up to that, there's, a large doorway. It looks a little bit more well-kept. Guards in front of that as another antechamber comes into that area. And then as you keep going, you come up to another entryway. This one is beyond grand. It is extremely tall. There are windows on the back side of the wall and a solid wall in front of you, and what looks to be a stone door that appears to be thousands of years old, with engravings and iconography in perfect condition, and it looks heavy as fuck. It is like a solid stone door, 30 feet tall,
cool.
And 60 feet wide. Yes.
Cool. Can I read anything on there? I can do Draconic and Undercommon. And Common.
If it's not Elvish, you can't read it.
I cannot read Elvish.
Lord Edwin's welcome to my problem. I have a benefactor that has tasked me with opening this damn door. We have tried by force, we have tried magical means, and nothing seems to get through. The only thing we have discovered is it is Orneru in origin and appears to be musical. Hence my collection. And he gestures, and up against the inner walls there are hundreds of instruments of all various types and shapes hung in this place. There are cases on the ground. There are other people bringing up cases and opening them. You see the flute that Sylvia played when she nearly died, opened up from a case. You see all kinds of quality of instruments, some lavishly over the top. Most of them are lavishly over the top. And then a handful of them look mundane or even bad. And Dalgrad is I have scoured the land for the correct instrument. I have yet to find a bard capable of playing all of them in sequence to find out which fucking one opens this fucking door. Sorry. I appreciate... He turns to Velvet Night Sky. He's like, I appreciate you being here. This is my... Frustration is not aimed at you at all. It's just this door. So I'm hoping, because I have witnessed your talent, that you will find something to help me out here and open this door. So, that is what I'm hiring you to do. I will pay you very handsomely for just playing some of these instruments, seeing if there's something we can do with these riddles that are inscribed on the door, make no sense, and hopefully we can solve this problem once and for all that I have struggled with for a long time.
All right. Well, I think you've come to the right place. We can certainly help with that. Have you been able to read what the door says?
We have had a team of people translate both halves of the door. One seems to be a description of the instrument, possibly. The other one seems to be the name of the song. But the song has to be played on the correct instrument or it won't work. And it has to be played well. And the bard has to know the song, which is also part of the problem.
All right, well, let's see. Sunless Night Sky, do you know this song?
The first half says, alive without breath, as cold as death, clad in mail, never clinking, never thirsty, ever drinking. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
That sounds not good. That sounds like what am I? Hold on.
And even though you guys aren't there
really
for
bad.
this particular situation, above table, by all means, chime in to help with this riddle situation. Go ahead.
Is it a flute?
A
metal flute?
Is it an instrument? Is that
No, that was the whole point. Was it was describing.
It's describing the instrument, and we've yet to figure out which one of these here it is.
So say it again.
Alive without breath, as cold as death, clad in mail, never clinking, never thirsty, ever drinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think of what. Life without breath. It wouldn't be like a pan flute, would it? What a nail.
Well, said no breath, right? Or
And it's alive without breath.
So it's
what I
not.
thought.
It's not a
It's
woodwind.
No. I think you're thinking woodwind because it's alive without breath, so it's made of wood, which is living.
He's like,
not brass or metal, right?
Dogrod is like, I mean,
Clad in mail, never clinking. Are we allowed to use the internet?
not in this sense. No, this is your brains here. The other thing you can do is if you want to row, because
Yeah.
you're actually there, if you want to converse with Velvet Night Sky to try to get some hints. you can do
Yeah,
that.
I would like to do that. I think it's gonna be.
This is a riddle from the
I think it's not gonna be like a brass. I will ask her. All right.
Abandoned.
Does any of this sound familiar to you? You have a brain for instruments and how they work.
It's a breath instrument.
I don't think so either. I think it's a non-breath instrument. I think it's gonna be like a percussion.
Alive
or-
without breath.
Or a string or a like a.
It doesn't seem to be Oh, actually, roll. I'm gonna roll for Velvet Night Sky since you're asking.
Just because the no breath.
Roll
Trickiness.
Bagpipes?
investigation.
I need breath too.
But as it's
11.
11. Velvet Night Sky. It's like, well, it doesn't sound like it's describing the instrument itself. Perhaps it's describing its shape.
Oh. Oh man.
So say the riddle again.
Alive without breath, as cold as death, clad in mail, never clinking, never thirsty, ever drinking.
It's gonna be like, I bet it's going. Is there like a djembe or something, like a drum that has beads along the outside,
Make a perception
or
check.
something like that? 15.
15. Yeah, you notice a number of drums. they're there.
Is there anything else that looks like it has like a, I don't know, like an outer casing or something,
rain stick?
or like a rain stick?
There are a couple there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you want to pull one of those off, and
Is it the rain stick?
Yeah.
No breath string or percussion. It's the rain stick.
okay, so you hand the rain stick to Velvet Night Sky, and then Dalgrad is like, all right, well that's a start. Then there's
Yeah, with the rain. Always drinking. Yeah, okay.
Not to say that that's the actual instrument, by the
We're
way.
gonna find out.
That's the first one you're trying.
Yep.
The other inscription says, "A father's child." This is for the song, we believe, by the way, the name of the song.
Okay.
"A father's child, a mother's child, yet no one's son. Who am I?"
It's going to be like a daughter or something.
Well, we think.
As soon as you say the word daughter, Velvet Night Sky is like, "Oh, there's a very old folk song called Daughters. Perhaps it's that."
How would that normally be played? What would be an instrument? Is it old? This door's old as
Can be
fuck.
played on many instruments, but certainly not a rain stick.
Well, let us not do that then.
Probably something with multiple. Not a flute, because it's got lyrics. Maybe a
What
lute.
do you need to sing?
It's got words.
Yeah, let us try a string that I don't know, that looks like it fits. What do you have? And I'm gonna ask the.
There are like 24 stringed instruments on the wall.
What is the most traditional? Like, if we can pull out the 3 most traditional, like ancient build, something that's simple, that was used a long time ago.
Dalgrad is like, well, we have high quality or medium quality or sort of shitty ones.
Oh, I don't know. It probably doesn't have to be very nice. I think it.
I
Just
think it has to be very specific. It has to be the exact one. This is the problem we've run into.
Oh, like not just the the type of instrument, but the instrument.
The instrument.
Oh, do any of them match?
As you look through the instruments, you notice that as you're looking closer at them, some of them are in the shape of animals.
Oh.
What's the
I'm
second?
trying to think of almost like a desert creature, something that's got shells, like a armadillo.
What's the What's the second line of the?
Never thirsty, ever drinking. Keep that one too.
What's the second thing?
As cold as death.
As cold as death. So, alive without breath, as cold as death.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat the whole thing?
Alive without breath, as cold as death, clad.
Wait, hold on.
I'm writing it down this time.
Okay.
Clad in mail, never clinking, never thirsty, ever drinking.
It's going to be a water animal for sure.
I don't think it's an animal because animals breathe.
Alive without breath. If it is in the water, they don't really breathe the same as we do. They are all, they.
Male never.
Oh, it's a fish.
It's a fish.
Yeah.
As you say fish, you look up and you see a very old, shitty-looking lute in the shape of a fish.
This one. Try this one first.
And she looks at you like, "Are you sure? This is like the worst one up there." It's also like it's in the shape of a fish. I go, "Okay, all right, I will trust
Yeah,
you."
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
Do you think the
it's
door's just
clad
going to
in
be
mail.
like,
Base.
Yeah.
you can't try again? I feel good about it.
Hey, we got a raid of 3.
We're about to open an ancient runic door, maybe, if we answered some riddles
Sure.
correctly.
Fires.
Bash each one against the door. Clearly the right answer.
So Velvet Night Sky grabs this old fish-shaped lute
Yes.
and starts to sing these lyrics. In the night, the silence came and took so many lives. The daughters fought to save the world, but not all could survive. The onyx beast from shadow came and would not stop its quest. The daughters fought, locked it away, and all the city's best. The daughters fought, but also fell, and may thee ever rest.
That is a very sad song.
As she finishes singing, a little bit of sand. You see a small sliver of light open,
Ro grabs her bow.
and as it gets wider, it fills the chamber with light. Sunlight. As it continues to open, your eyes wince as you see bright white windows. Fully surrounded in windows from side to side. A grand throne room. And as you walk in and take notice, you see 2 thrones in the center on an elevated area that are identical. No one in them. You see to this side a meeting area of sorts. And to this side, you see 7 little platforms and 1 larger platform. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That is very exciting.
Yeah.
When
I know.
you said the song, I was convinced that the shadow beast that he sent to the material plane was behind me.
I was worried about that.
Dude, okay, so apparently the
Worried
Onyx is
about
a
that.
shadow beast, and I am one of 4 people responsible for sending it to the material plane.
Yeah.
Great. Yay me.
Good job, buddy.
Good job, Duke.
Good job.
I love that this shadow
You don't
was
know
like,
everything about that, though.
I mean, it was pretty studly.
Y'all did a good job of guessing the instrument, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Oh, we're all
I was
coming
sweating there for a minute.
Wait, fish. Like all of a sudden.
Not breathing. Oh yeah, because if it's underwater, it's not breathing. It's clad male. It's a fish. It's a fish, guys. That's a fucking fish.
So good.
Awesome. Well, thank you all out there for watching and hanging out.
Absolutely. Thank you
And
guys
if you're
so
watching
much.
this later, thank you for joining us for our small adventure here in Windfall.
Indeed.
You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/above table.
Above table.
I think that's a link. I think you just
Yeah.
search for above table. You'll
We're
find it.
above table. Listen to us for our signature noise.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's in the Twitch too.
The or whatever
Oh,
it
is
is.
that it?
I don't
It is
know.
now. Canon.
No, I think it started as a bird noise.
Yeah, it was like a pigeon noise.
I don't
That's
even
the
know.
one.
I
All
don't
right, we will see you guys next time. Bye bye.